Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s. A different kind of mind, they say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them are emulate, but none of them are demonstrate.
Hip-hop Monday. We don't get a lot of the Mushpuff Mondays. We don't do a lot of the Mushpuff Mondays. In fact, I would go as far as saying that Mushpuff Mondays are incredibly rare. But when we have either the greatest living troll on the internet or possibly the worst person on YouTube currently, Salvo Pancakes in the house as a goddamn co-host today, you know we do a motherfucking Monday. How you doing, Salvo?
Hi, Dave. Hello, Peepaw. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
I'm doing great.
We're very excited to have you. Look at you dressed up for us, too.
Am I at camera here? I want to make sure that, everyone can see my face. I feel like that's why everyone tunes in.
Well, of course. I had to get the board up. People sometimes take time. Men of a certain age take time to get it up. But luckily,
let me adjust my camera real quick. Let me adjust my camera so my head's not cut off. We got to respect the rule of thirds here.
Zippers down. Fly was down wearing blue underwear. Let's catch the Fly. Let's see if he didn't adjust the Fly. Still down.
Happy Monday, Dave.
Happy Monday. Hey, by the way, Fly was down. Nice blue underwear.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, blue underwear. It's about a size too fucking tight, by the way, too, which is not good.
No, it's good. You want to cradle the balls, cradle them up in there, make sure they're nice and safe.
I literally, I think underwear is just like a sham, and I would not wear underwear ever if it wasn't for my pants then being ruined by like the stench of my ass and my balls. So like, I hate everything about underwear except for that.
I'm with it. I'm a boxer brief guy because I hate fucking regular underwear. My time in the military, man. In the Army, you will learn about the fucking wonders and horrors of underwears. And I've got those like long balls at this point, so I gotta have underwear. I can't just let them go commando.
You have long balls?
Yeah. I only had one testicle until I was 10 years old, right? So I was a uniballer for the first 10 years of my life, and my testicle was actually in a hernia inside of my abdomen, right? So I pulled this bitch out, stuck it back in my sack, still working, have a kid, 18 years old. Shout out Alicia, what's up? And and it's a gigantic nut. It's just over time, the ravages of gravity has weighed it down.
That is so fucked. Yeah. But you look like the guy that would have like a fucking ransacked fucking ball down there.
You'd be correct in that assertion. So how you doing, you filthy old codger? It's good to have you finally. I feel like we've been dancing a while.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to be on the on Dead on Dave. You are one of the good guys in this YouTube live streaming space. I've been great, Dave. Have you been keeping up? People are mad. That's okay. They'll get over it.
Wait, you have controversy? What are you talking about?
I personally don't think I've done anything wrong or anybody should have any room to kind of be mad at me, right?
No, you don't think you're controversial at all, right?
Honestly, I really don't. I don't feel like that. I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like that I am controversial at all.
I want to get into that a little deeper in a moment. Before we do, I got to introduce my peoples, the Matt Attack, the 1 foot wonder who always brings the thunder, and of course, PeePaw Producer Riveter. How you doing, boys?
Hello, what's up?
So, hey, how you doing, guys?
What's going on? Well, let me ask you too this. We'll start off here because Salvo says he's not controversial. Do you believe Salvo Pancakes is a controversial figure?
Yes.
Matthew.
I think Salvo Pancakes, this is going to sound like a political answer, but I think Salvo Pancakes is Salvo Pancakes.
Jesus H. Chrysler. Yeah,
thank you, Rip.
Yeah, I love that you say thank you for that, for the nothing answer that was. So all right, so we'll get into all the news and everything, but I do got you, so we might as well ask you a couple fucking questions. Why not? So this week has been tumultuous. to say the least. So whether or not you feel you did anything wrong, how do you feel about the week and what's happened and everything that's going on?
It hasn't been tumultuous for me. It's been quite the fun. It's been tumultuous for other people, other ladies, other men. For me, it's just been another week on YouTube. It feels like. I feel like this week, if I'm looking back on the last 7 days, I feel like their eyes are slowly kind of opening one way or the other, good or bad, which True. I think when the eyes open and the brains want to absorb different angles, more information, I think it's always a good thing. Even if that potentially makes me looking like the bad guy, I don't really have a problem looking like the bad guy. I've been
Everybody
the bad guy to my wife. I've been the bad guy to my my dad. I've been the bad guy to my mom. I've always been the bad guy.
Everybody comes to these points in their careers where, especially when you're kind of evocative and provocative and all these type of things, that people stop fence setting, especially when you're playing a character. People give you the excuse of playing one, rather I should say. You come to this tipping point, whether people are going to start getting one way or another. They're going to start feeling ways about you. And I think this week, and probably the last few too, have definitely led to this point now where people are starting to decide whether they love or hate you. But one way or another, they're talking about you. And that's got to be some sort of victory in some sense, at least.
Well, sure. It's definitely a victory because at the end of the day, right? If you want to be successful on YouTube, you need to always almost stay relevant one way or the other. So that's a victory.
You don't care whether you're fucking hated or loved on here, right? You're here to entertain.
I can't worry about if people like me or people hate me because then I would get bogged down almost immediately and almost unable to do everything.
You can't do your content.
And I feel like that's where people get, stuck, and people start to look bad when they start to kind of care about the general opinion or about offending one person. It gets sticky. It gets webby, and that's not like a area that I think I will ever excel in. It's not who I am, unfortunately. If I was more like that, Dave, I feel like my life would be less stressful.
It'd be more boring. It'd be more boring because I'm not like that either. I can't worry about whether people are getting emotional or upset about the things that I say here. And it seems to be a lot of people like the things I say and they find me motivational or whatever. But I say a lot of fucked up things here. I just don't worry about it because how can I? I can't get in people's hearts. I can't get in their heads. I can't change them any different. I do my shit. If people like it, they stay. If they don't, they go. And I'm okay with either way. It does not bother me. It doesn't have to be personal. It's just business, just entertainment. It's a click. That's all it is. I do.
Yeah. Well, I also have the point of view where, like, if you don't like me or my show, there's also something wrong with you. So
no, I agree with that too.
It's true. Yeah.
But I'm not going to take it personally. I'm just going to think you're retarded and let you go.
Right. Like Dave, like you're a person who's been doing this many moons, many suns, many nights, many stars, right? So it's like naturally as a person, as that type of guy, don't you look at people who don't like you or your show? It's like, well, if you don't like me, then something's wrong with you.
They don't get it. It's like, and I definitely still feel that way. It's like, okay, they don't get it, but I don't obsess about it anymore. Like I don't even put them in the lists because they don't stick around, so they don't really matter. They're not here. They're not cheering. They're not clapping. They're not disliking. They're not liking. They're not here. They're absentee. They're complaining in the fucking fog of voices that is Twitter. I don't give a fuck about them.
And I've noticed that people that like to voice their opinion, voice their complaints to me or anybody in life, those people are very flip-floppy, right?
Very.
And I've noticed that. So, obviously people who liked me 2 weeks ago don't like me now. People who hated me in January are okay with me now. It's very wishy-washy, depending on who or what I talk about, which is also kind of insightful one way or the other. But
it's almost a social experiment, really.
Well, it is kind of a unintentional social experiment, but maybe like more of like a social awakening. I personally having a lot of fun, and if you're not having fun, Xylee, you might want to switch a couple things up.
Well, I mean, this has been a hell of a year for you.
Tipster, if you're not having fun, you might want to switch a couple things up. Have you noticed that I'm realizing a correlation here, right? Everybody has fun until they want to say something about Salvo Pancakes, and then Salvo Pancakes has principle. Well, hey, if you don't like Salvo Pancakes is not going to like you, and then they're not having fun anymore. There's a direct correlation between having fun and then making Salvo mad or whatever, and then
Do you feel
not
you
having
crossed
fun
the line?
anymore.
You feel you crossed the line? You never feel you crossed the line?
What's the line? If someone could tell me a definitive line, I could tell you yes or no.
So
I don't know.
Now
I
you don't
know
have
the
a line. Now, like, people could say whatever they want to you, and it rolls off like Teflon. Because you're like me. If you get mad, it's shtick. I at least that's always been with me. I can count on my hand over 10 years how many times I've actually been angry from something about this shit. You know what I mean?
I think when it comes to the line, right? It's not really about like, oh, if you cross this line, then you're banished from our community.
Right.
But I mean, like, there was a line in the sense like, hey, don't talk about other people's family members. Tommy, some did it, and
I'm
started
not a fan
thing.
of that fucking that rule either. Personally, I did comedy.
Yeah.
Yo Mama jokes is a staple of my existence when I was fucking.
Yeah, but
12.
when Tommy crossed that line, like, they fought, and then everybody moved on. Like, it wasn't like, all right, well, Tommy's got to go, like, or Tipster and Tommy are never going to talk again, or anything like that. It happened. They talked it out, and it moved on, And I feel like, yeah, there's like this rule, this line, you can't do this, you can't do that, but at the same time, I don't think anyone's been ever banished for something like that.
Well, that's the funny thing. We have a rule, but what's the punishment? We don't have like if you're convicted of the awful crime, what's supposed to happen to you? Are you supposed to fucking cry? Are you supposed to get on your knees? Are you supposed to be flogged? Like what the fuck are we? Is there police? What's the Gestapo shit? Like, if there's a crime, if there's a rule, if there's something you can break, well, what has anyone ever paid for this crime?
I don't understand why family's off limits if they bring family into the front center and put them in front of my eyes. I think people who know me know that I do have lines. I'm not this fucking like crazy socially, blind. I like people want to be like, Salvo crosses all the lines. He's not playing by the rules. Well, okay, sure. But at the same time, it's like, well, I think I am almost never crossing. Like I'm not. I'm very against doxing.
Right.
I'm very against like any life ruination sort of things like that. I'm very against going after. I don't know it like. Is that the line? Is the line mentioning family members? Because if that's
for some
line,
people,
well,
I think it's a subjective line. It changes for certain. Like, I don't care, and I've been around for 10 years. I've never really covered these stories about people going after families. It doesn't really matter to me too much.
But like, what's going after families? Like, that's been, I feel
that's
like,
true
the
too.
point of contention. Like, that's the point of contention.
Like, you feel that there is a line of going over families, but you don't feel what you've done constitutes.
Well, I don't. But I personally don't think that families are and should be off limits, especially if they're posting them on their fucking timeline. Yeah. I realized that is the majority of people lines, right? That is when people are like, okay, fuck him. I'm not talking to him. Augie, Xylee, Tipster, Flamenco, AC, Def Noodles, all of them. The point that got them was me bringing someone up in their family.
I gotta disagree with you. I don't think AC ever stopped talking to you because of
That's true. That's true.
But
I lumped him in there just because I did it. But AC, looking back on it, it's like, I don't know. But what was the question here? The line. You
kind of made your own question after a while. It's all right though.
The line, I don't know. I guess everybody has different lines.
Well, they do.
I feel like I would have a line. Nobody's got there yet.
Has anyone like? It's hard to say what your line would be, but I mean, like, I would never tell anybody what my line is. I've had horrific things. I've been through wars with fucking people. I've been in different communities. All this shit. I've done it all. I've had some horrible things. I've been doxxed. I've done all this shit. I've had attempted swattings. You don't hear about any of it from me because I don't try to give any power to it. I feel that's kind of how you deal with it. You make fun of it a little bit, you mention it, you give the people a little bit, but you don't give them too much. You just fucking protect yourself the best you can, and you learn the lessons from it, and you move on to the next. That's all you can do. I don't see the point of anything else. By the way, thank you, Cassandra, for the $2 here instead of the Keemstar show. You made a smart choice.
Keem's live right now?
Oh, yeah. He switched. I think he's only doing Mondays now.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Why is that, Dave?
I would say probably because he needs more co-hosts.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan of the removal of you and Chris. And whether or not what happened, I'm not a fan of it because I liked how it was created with you three. I like you and Keem's chemistry. I thought it was really good and can grow into some big stuff. But unfortunately, somebody showed me a clip of the announcement when we heard about it on Chef the Point. I go, yeah, that won't last long. It was like the first words out of my mouth.
Is anybody a fan of the salvo removal from the Keemstar show? I don't think so.
No. Keem probably, I would say, probably more likely Keem.
I'd
like to ask.
Not what he's been telling me. Yes, Riff.
Okay, so is it safe to say that you looked at Xylee as a friendly at one point, friends? I mean, you seem to get along with her. Yeah, I mean, you seem to get along with her quite well out in Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a friend comes to you and says, "Hey, all joking aside, this thing that you said, it kind of hurt me, kind of upset me, whatever, please don't do this again."
Mm-hmm.
Does that set a line for you, or is that a line that doesn't really exist? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Or is it still fair game?
Does it matter if somebody asks you, here's this line, I need you to stop, you're my friend, please respect?
Good question. It's a good question. It depends who's asking. Augie came to me to say, stop talking about my mom, and I said yes, and I still did it.
Why though?
Xylee.
Can you tell me why you still did it after you told him you wouldn't?
Sure. So I did it once. He came to me and we talked it out. I called him a pussy for it, but I understand why people don't want their family members being talked about. But in the Augie situation, he posted on his Twitter. So it's like, okay, fine, whatever. But then he takes my YouTube handle. He takes at salvopancakes. And at that point, it's a funny thing because I end up getting at Teddy Fresh, which I think is better.
Pretty good.
But at that point, it's like, okay, that's a jab. I feel like it's open to jab back. So then that's when I reposted his mom. So again, like that's the situation with the whole Augie situation. With the Xylee thing, Riv, that's a great question. I think normally if someone is my friend and it's friendships, yes and yes and yes, right? And it's that friendly bond. I would respect it. But then I'm also looking like in my personal life, in my IRL friends, well, that's all part of almost the ball busting in a way, right?
See, that's the thing. I was about to ask you the same question because where's the ball busting line? Because I got things people have asked me about, and I'll still when I know I can needle them, I'll make a reference that only they get.
Yes, 100%. So it's like I always looked at, and I still look at Xylee as like a peer, like a friendly peer. Yeah. And in real life, my friends know what ticks me off. And they also know that I know what ticked them off, right? And that's all part of friendly ball busting. And in Buffalo, when I met Xylee IRL, we had this conversation, and I go, Xylee, right? It's at the time, it was just me busting balls about her blatantly cheating, 100% blatantly cheating in my award-winning game show, Fireball.
Award-winning game show, that's true.
Yeah, so I come to her and I go, Xylee, this is friendly ball busting, right? Like if it's crossing your line, I get it. But then, obviously, climaxing into what was a couple days ago with Xylee, she started not to feel like a friend to me. Based on how she was handling things, based on my prior defending of Xylee, and then obviously, her not defending me, which I don't need it, right? I don't need the defending, but if we're looking at
reciprocate, I can see where you're coming from.
Well, it's just like, well, okay.
Or if it doesn't get reciprocated, you don't have to feel the same way.
Sure, right? But then at that same time, I'm also saying that it's like, okay, this is very one-sided. I feel like she's taking from my battery and she's not refilling my battery, right? Psychology terms. And then, she's kind of being nasty to me, like out of nowhere. So Riveter, I guess to answer your question, it's a no.
So it changed. Well, no, it may have been one answer, but it changed when the relationship changed in your mind. It seems like that's what you just said. It started to change how you felt about her. You were less.
I have a hard time not doing stuff when I'm told not to do it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think you're absolutely fucking Lily. If I put a button in front of you and said, if you don't push that the rest of this show, I'll give you $1 million. You're not getting $1 million, Salvo. I'm 100% sure you're not collecting that million.
Well, I am Jewish, so money on the line is a little bit different.
Good point. What if it's NFTs?
Salvo played this Jewish song on his stream, and I couldn't stop listening to it.
Hold on. Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
So, Dave, there's this guy in your chat. His name is Gefic666. He's actively doxing me on Twitter.
Oh, that's not cool. Here, get him out of
in email, Twitter comments. He's been posting my docs everywhere. So let's get him out of here.
Get him out of there, guys. Mods.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Mods? Sorry about that.
Appreciate that.
Well, by the way, Josh Patrick earlier said that Keem himself said the reason why he's going to one show a week is because of the lack of co-hosts.
It makes sense.
It does.
Makes sense.
You got to have someone to jive off of in this. Why do you think I have a different one every fucking day of the week?
Who's your favorite?
Oh, God. Whoever I'm doing the show with that day.
I know
straight up. I'm autistic as fuck.
I know who's your least favorite.
Ooh, who's my least? Oh, no. Oh,
no, it is. It is, Dave. Dave, it is. Yeah. It is.
No,
it is.
No, I love him.
You can't. No, you can't.
Look, man, he came out to fight your ass, man. I loved it. This dude, he ruined your whole bit. His autism was so strong that day that he ruined your bit. Had he had just chilled and been less autistic for 10 more minutes, he would have found your bag. But because he decided he wanted to smash your face in, he went to the wrong
It's part. Crazy. It's crazy because it's like after that where he proved how autistic he is because he doesn't know how to follow simple directions with the map directions. It's like, well, you just proved that how slow and special you are. So while doing that, Josh, you also proved that you have no room to ever critique me ever again.
Josh is my guy. That's my dude. That's my fucking homie. I love him. He brings, like, every dude here brings a different type of energy to the show, and they're all just fucking nuts. And they make me better than I am. I got a stoner. I got old man fucking Tommy on Tuesday now. I got Diorio and fucking Willie. It's crazy. It's anarchy.
I love it.
That's pretty fun.
Oh, you have a good show, but you need a makeover with your OBS layout. I hate it.
It's coming.
I hate it.
It's so
I hate it.
I hate it too.
There is so much dead space in here. It doesn't need to have this much dead space.
Agreed.
But I'll tell you one thing. Yours is the second worst OBS layout in the space. The most ugly OBS layout, the most ugly show to watch is Shot from the Point.
God damn it. I knew he was going to say that.
Hideous.
I knew he was going to say that.
That was Lord Vega. Oh, Lord, that was Lord Vega.
It is disgusting. It is disgusting.
What's wrong with this?
I love Shot from the Point. But Shot from the Point, everything about how it looks is completely wrong. It looks terrible. It's bad. It's an eyesore to watch that show.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
Such an easy fix. It's such an easy fix.
What's
it really
the
is
fix?
such an easy fix. Oh my God. How about this? How about enough with the metal, enough with the black,
no metal?
enough with the gray, no metal. Metal's out. Enough with that. You don't even need any design. How about this? Tommy's fucking. You need 3 shots, really, from Shot from the Point. You need a main where it's just Tommy, and then you obviously need a where he's watching something, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know why you guys have it only in the middle of the screen, and then on the left and right, it's all black with you guys small up in the corners. It boggles my mind how nobody just goes like, let's just unlock this camera and drag it a little bit bigger. Like, no one's thought of that? Please, for the love of God, in 2023, Shot from the Point needs a makeover. Enough with the hockey theme. Again, it's not a hockey show anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That would be like if if Disney was still branded by like just Mickey Mouse and like on Marvel.
That mirror's still
it
everywhere.
was like Mickey
son.
Mouse.
That mirrors are still everywhere, pimp. That's a bad example. That mirror's still everywhere.
I know. That's a bad example, but you know what I mean. It's like it's okay to adjust. I didn't even know it was a hockey mask and hockey sticks until like 2 weeks ago when someone told me.
Man,
No, it needs to be changed, and it's such an easy fix.
Now, I can't fix Tommy, but I'm happy to report that we will be undergoing a full makeover here very, very soon because this.
How did Lord Vega? Someone in your chat goes, Lord Vega worked hard on that layout.
Lord Vega
that's fucking bullshit.
It was good.
No,
Look,
he didn't.
It's 5 years ago, though. It's like,
oh my God.
It was a while ago. It
no
was
metal.
In 2016,
no metal.
that layout was great.
Fire.
Okay, Salvo.
Fire.
Like,
But
it was
it's
a fire
so
layout in
easy.
2016.
Matt, it's so easy. You do one scene where it's a screen record, boom, and then you just put the fucking main camera, Tommy's camera, up in the corner, and that would look significantly better than how it looks right now.
So you're just saying simplify everything, basically.
Well, if you guys don't have the creative capacity to kind of set it up looking good, simplify it, please.
Well, get on it, Matt. Stop being
It's
uncreative,
so
you
bad.
fuck.
OBS guy. I don't know
bad.
What's the matter with you? Get on
I hate
it,
it.
doggone it. What the shit? And my wasted space here, usually it's filled with a fucking chat, but it's not working because everything sucks, but it's all getting fixed. Don't worry. By the way, you fucking little ticks in the chat, make sure you hit the like button because we got the salvo pancakes on today. We're talking about whatever comes across our mind. We do have a couple stories that's going on in the world. And I believe we also have a couple of questions for you as well, Salvo.
One thing, Salvo. Our Shop with the Point intro is dope. You got to say that, right? The
music?
dope. The music, the fucking the 3, 2, 1, the film thing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Leave that.
Thank you. Just wanted that. All right, I'll take that.
That's fine.
There you go, Matt. You get a W. You get some. you don't get the whole chocolate bar, but you get a Hershey Kiss. That's
I'll take a little piece.
You take a little snap it piece there. All right, so I got to ask you, Salvo, over the past year here, like it's been kind of insane where you started from where I didn't know who you were. I just was unaware of you. I wasn't in your sphere yet. To where you've gone everywhere and beyond. Your channel was going popping with the creation of the Fireball. You get in with Keem. You start going back and forth. You're doing all these shows there. What's it fucking been all about, man? I mean, and where do you go after all of that? Now you're back on your own. You've gone through it all. Lessons learned, the whole shabbat.
Riveter, can you full screen me, please? Thank you. So your question is, what's next? Sorry, Dave. The whole time you were talking, Dave, I'm sweating because I'm not full screen in that little box.
That was actually me doing it too, which is great. Here, let me fucking here. I'll make it even better. Let me fucking make you super big on. I'm gonna put you in my screen, Salvo. Can
you please do that?
Yes.
I didn't want to be rude, but that's kind of what I want.
There you go. Here you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Now you're right in the middle.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
This year has been fucking insane. Let's start with the beginning of it. When you first start getting the Fireball going and people start recognizing and all that, what are you feeling like at that moment? What are you feeling like then? You feeling like the world's your oyster and Keem reaches out to you? What's going through your head?
Well, I felt like the world was my oyster when nobody watched me, right? I always pretty much had the confidence and the wherewithal and the awareness to just be like, hey, patience a virtue. Specifically Fireball, because my mindset almost changes month by month. But if your question was about Fireball, that was pretty wild. Fireball is a mess, and it's a pain in the ass to set up. And I'll tell you one thing. Right? In 2023, yes. Obviously there's always drama around no matter what I do, there's going to be drama around it. But in 2023, probably, yes. In 2023, but it was pretty amazing because I had this idea, and I'm pretty sure I was like on Now Recording, and I kind of like lightly pitched it to Matt and the gang. And the idea of the award-winning Fireball tournament was because I hate the sections of blocked off people who are all doing the same thing but never cross over. I can't stand it. People want to talk about quote-unquote I hate the term community and I hate the term commentary, but I have to say it, but I always do it in quotes. People want to talk about how the commentary community is dead or dying.
Well, it's not. It's stupid.
Well, I think a lot of it is because there's no cross-pollination and people are afraid to kind of cross. But so I was kicked off of Stardust, one of these stupid ass Stardust panel shows, and I go, I'm sick of this. I'm just gonna do it myself. And the whole idea that I pitched to Matt was just get everybody who normally wouldn't talk together and then just have them kind of obviously battle out. And people loved it. Which
you added
I
a lot of game show element into the first one, especially, and people thought you were going to kind of start taking it out in the subsequent ones, but you actually leaned into them more. I always felt that the trivia, all that stuff, I used to use it when I did my own trivia shows back in the day. It allows for a lot of conversation. It breaks down walls. It changes people's whole mindset. They don't think the same. They're thinking about completely other things, and you're getting a lot better reactions from people. Did you find the same thing?
100%. That's a great point. It also allows structure and control in the program as well. Because if it's just based on blood sport, if it's just based on arguing, well, then unfortunately the show and me as a host is kind of hamstrung and relying on the people to be entertaining. And as I find out day by day, that's a struggle for a lot of people. So the game show element is obviously brings out more structure, more control, more conversation. It also opens up and gives an audience a good look about, okay, these people have a lot of opinions. These people are on the mics a lot. Let's see how much they kind of know about simple shit, right?
Right.
Which I always like growing up. I have a dad. And
are you sure?
Yeah.
You were not born in a test tube. We're confirming that now.
I have a father, and he would always pester me about what I want to be when I grow up. What do I want to be? Are you gonna get
you're
a job?
Jewish from your dad, or are you Jewish from your mom?
Jewish from my mother, obviously.
No, you want to be Jewish from your dad, I think.
That means you're a fake Jew. If you're not a Jew from your mother, you're a fake Jew.
Oh yeah, because you weren't gestated. You weren't gestated from the Jewish. You're right. I'm sorry.
Right.
How terrible of me. I've never taught it. I don't know the shit.
Yeah,
Salvo.
you can never be kosher.
No, not kosher.
My dad's like off the boat from Sicily, and my mom's off the boat from Israel. So
what a fucking that is why I can see it, because you look a specific way, and now that you say it like that, yeah, I totally see it.
Hey, the Sicilians are the Jew of Italy, and the Jews are the Jew of the Middle East.
You are hairy enough to claim either one of them to be completely fucking honest.
That makes Salvo very rich.
You're right. He's got a fucking Jew gold cave just fucking chilling there.
My parents have a lot of money. That doesn't mean I have anything.
I don't know, man. You seem to be able to accomplish anything you want. You got to have a fucking Jew cave full of fucking gold somewhere, Salvo. My God.
Yeah.
Why, so, you do come from a rich upbringing then, huh?
Yes.
Nice. Fucking that spoon that was golden that was up the butt as a child. Very nice.
Yeah.
Is that why? So what? You just moved on from it and just went out on your own? Your parents kick you out? What happened to the fucking
28?
Money? So what? Where's the money? You say, hey, look, man, when the Melendezes were 28, they were plotting their parents' death. What are you fucking doing?
Trust me, it goes by. There's not a day. There's not a day that passes where I want to double check with my father to make sure that the will's in order so I can put him out of my life.
Just wait and unplug.
Since you kind of brought your parents up, do they know what you do? I mean, do they watch your YouTube stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, he hears about it at every family gathering.
So, I'm like, Mom, if I had my old job, would you be this invested into what everything's going on? Stay out of it.
So your mom gives you a little bit of grief?
She's a mother.
They worry about everything. They constantly are worrying. What do you need to worry about, Mom? I'm winning.
Did they pay attention when you went to fucking LA to confront Dennis Deaf Noodles with the dirty butthole? And if you knew that he had a dirty butthole, would you have accosted him? My God.
I know a guy who has a dirty, smelly butthole, and it's the epitome of a guy who's constantly wearing the same sweatpants, the same oversized fucking Shaq Diesel basketball shorts, and fucking shitty ass run-down Raggedy Ann t-shirts like Dennis. He stunk.
He
stunk. He has a deranged look in his eye. And I'll tell you one thing. I'm going live at 10:30, and I have his ex-girlfriend and ex-wife coming on the show tonight.
Do you really?
So I do. Yeah, a little spoiler.
You were able to fucking tell the fucking world, kids. Salvo's got a pretty good exclusive there.
Yeah. But whoever asked the question about yeah, both. Whoever asked the question about deaf noodles, I'll tell you one thing. Everybody in my family hated me going out to LA. They were worried sick. And me being pushed on stage did not help any trust. Mom, Dad, wife, it's okay. Nothing violent's going to happen. I'm just going to go up and tell jokes. And then within 3 minutes, I'm being assaulted.
So you're not suing or anything, are you?
I do have a pending lawsuit.
Do you really, though? It's not a big. You really got one.
I could have. I easily could have.
I think you could have.
I easily could have.
I think you should have, and then that way, when you got demonetized, you could have still paid for Matt's new leg.
I don't know, though. If you take a look at it, you see what's going on with Dennis. It feels like God has been trying to sue him lately. I mean, this dude looks miserable. It's fucking great. I'm loving every second of it.
That's what happens when you fucking team up with the fucking devil. Kleins. The Kleins. When you team up with the fucking Kleins, Bo Blacks, that's what happens. Have you not noticed? Bo Blacks, oh my God.
He was an innocent recipient. No, wait, he didn't ask for that.
It doesn't matter.
Help.
No.
You can't
return the money.
Him for, no.
Return the money. Go to Makeshift.
No.
Go to Makeshift and say, this wasn't on me. See, if I'm at Bo Black's situation, Dave, I know Dave and Matt and Riv were all saying it was a Bo Black's W.
I love it.
What illusions of grandeur that was.
What are you talking about, man? Somebody else got involved. No way. I love it.
Hold on. The whole purpose of that thing was to put money in Josh's pocket, right?
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. As a person who
says out in the world,
Jewish, you should embrace that. You should be
money.
Yes.
Smell the money, Salvo. Come on, that's not getting your dick hard right now. He made money, cash.
Well, yeah, that's kind of greedy of him.
Yeah,
no,
sure, it is.
Well,
but it's not cool to be greedy. It's not cool. It's not.
Oh, I'm questioning your Jew card now, buddy.
Dave,
Whoa.
Free my people, and you're trying to put us back in chains by that comment.
I think you guys are why. I love that you control the monies. I think it's great.
Listen,
I trust you.
Here's what's so funny about all that rhetoric lately. It's like, well, it is true. We are the best, and we are in power, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Right? Yeah, we are.
Okay, I'm a connoisseur of, especially of like old 80s type movies. And to quote one of the greatest lines from an 80s movie, Gordon Gekko said, "Greed, for lack of a better word, is good."
Thank you, Riveter. That was an amazing fucking detour to get to that. I appreciate it.
It's not good. It's not good. But it goes beyond greed. It goes beyond greed. It goes that Bo Blacks had a mission, he had a goal, and he didn't do it. He had to get bailed out like JP Morgan Chase. My uncle is the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He was bailed out completely, right? And I don't know where things got twisted. We're getting bailed out by someone is a cool look. He had a goal. He had a mission. He failed. He got bailed out. If he's a man of principle, he returns the money.
He didn't ask.
He returns the money.
Hey, no, if he would have asked about it, no, but he didn't ask. He was just a fucking innocent bystander, a recipient of other people's pettiness. And because that money was petty in nature, he shit on fucking Josh while he did it. It was obviously done because of his pettiness towards you and Keem. It was fucking great. This is money that he should be so happy to spend and rub all over his. I'd get it in nickels. I'd shove one up my butt. What
I think the L is the people that bought the plushie hoping to get the $500 giveaway and get the refund as well, and now they're out $30 and they didn't win the
like giveaway. $36 with shipping and tax and shit. That's a spicy meatball right there. I might get one though.
Now they got a fucking Bo Blacks plushie on the way.
I want to get one that talks. That'd be great.
I bought a couple Bo Blacks plushies, so it's like I'm glad that I'm getting it. Like I would have been sad if I didn't get it.
Oh, you bought a couple even before the Kleins intervened? Before the divine Klein invention?
Dave, I was like one of the first people to buy it. So it's like I've always been on the train of I want a plushie, but at the same time, I'm glad that the campaign got funded by the Kleins. But it's like Bo Blacks needs to return the money, or he looks bad.
I don't think he needs to return the money. I think he needs to do something frivolous with the money. What if he did something just stupid with the money? He's
bought like a a 500. Was it? What are the dreidels or whatever they're called?
A dreidel? Yeah,
dreidel,
you need to just buy.
dreidel.
Oh, how many? Yes, buy a bunch of dreidels and see how many you can spin at the same time and do a video like Mr. Beast shit.
He's so pussy. He won't. See, Bo Blacks thinks owning a dreidel is like cancellation.
I think he could beat you up. He was ready to go out there. I think he could take you. He was ready to check and wreck. I do not. He's never been in a fight. He doesn't know what to be afraid of. He was ready to come right into your kitchen, pal.
Dave,
I think he was going to take you down.
I love it, Dave. I love it, Dave. Trust me. Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks that.
Salvo, it was amazing. I go, hey, Josh, before you go, have you been in a fight before? He goes, no. I go, has anyone ever hit you in the face? He goes, no. I go, have you ever hit anybody else in the face? He goes, no. I go, Josh, don't go. I go, don't go.
Yeah. Oh my God. Your stream, Dave, you did like such a phenomenal job of kind of like almost doing play-by-play color commentary of like a live event like that. It was really good to watch. And at one point in the stream, chat, I'm talking about when I went to Vancouver with my ops and we were trying to gift Bo Blacks a bag and he couldn't figure out a map. All live on air on Dead on Dave. But there's a point in the stream where he was convinced that I wasn't in Canada.
No.
But at one point in the stream, something switches and you can see it in you can hear it on his voice where he's like, oh fuck, this motherfucker is in my backyard.
He's here.
It was amazing.
He's here. I got to do something about it. I'm going to Parks. I'm going to look for him. See, he fucking storms off stream, middle of the show. Thank God we had nothing to talk about that night. And he just like, I'm going after him. I'm like, all right, you do your thing, Jelly Bean. Went to the wrong park.
So like if I was there, right, and of course, because it's me, I got backlash for not being there, even though those same people.
Can't win for losing, bud.
For real. The same people that were saying Salvo L that I wasn't there were the same people earlier in the day going Salvo L that when they thought I was there, right? So it's like, what if I was there and he comes out? It's like at that point, unfortunately, because he confronted me in the wild like that, it would have been hands. It would have been.
You're going straight hands. You're catching him with a two-piece.
It would have had to have been, and that's why I didn't go, because it would have been. I would have had to have been like that.
See, I want to believe you're this mythical wrestler, and you would have just took him down with a beautiful double leg and just really.
Dave, I was an amazing wrestler.
Amazing. See, now that's a real thing. You're not bullshitting me, because I want to meet and I would like to razzle.
I think I've seen like a picture of like him like in the like in the background, one of the videos of him.
So,
like in
all right, well, let me just ask you, because I want to ask this because it's always been on my head, and I never get a clear fucking answer when I do ask people about this. Your relationship with the Pauls. I mean, this is where I get my wrestling thing in the first fucking place. I equated you as a joke, and turned out to be real. I'm guessing here that you're a good wrestler because you hung out with the Pauls, and I don't know what your exact relationship was. So fuck it. Shed some light here. What is the relationship with the Pauls? How'd you know them? What'd you do? The whole shebang. I need to know. It's driving me nuts.
I grew up with them. We lived in the same town. We played the same sports. We went to the same schools all the way through high school. He went to OU. I had a bunch of friends go to OU. So it's like I knew them because we're in the same schools and lived 2 minutes from each other.
Well, people saw you in some of the early videos and shit.
Yeah,
so I mean, how many were you in?
I think I was in Zeus Pranks 2, which is the one in the mall. And then maybe like a couple of like old vines like before he blew up.
Yeah.
But like really no content other than those two. And then they went to LA and there was that.
Never wanted to ask him to join the house or anything. You didn't want to create back then. You indicated earlier you had another job. We'll talk about that too.
Here's the thing, right? And my happenstance relationship with the Pauls, because we grew up in Westlake, Ohio together, is used against me. Paige wants to call me the forgotten YouTuber, but at the end of the day, the Pauls started to make content because Salvo was making content. Right?
All right. I like this. Okay.
That's an undeniable fucking fact. It's they.
You got them going, huh?
Dave, 100%. They started to make vines where they got their start because Salvo was making vines. Logan Paul started Impulsive because Salvo had a podcast that nobody listened to except people in my hometown. And that's why he started that's undeniable. And
wait, so wait, you were doing vines and shit as Salvo Pancakes, or were you doing another name?
I've always been Salvo Pancakes.
Really? How far back?
I've always been Salvo since my first social media account.
Give me the year.
I made a Twitter before any famous people were on it, any brands were on it, like 2009. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I was going into like freshman year of high school in 2009, and I made a Twitter, and it was actually No Pants Sal, and then I had to delete that Twitter because I almost got expelled from high school because I made a school shooting joke.
Get the fuck out of here!
And it got in big trouble, huge trouble.
Did you make a video or just a joke? Like, was it a skit or just a joke?
So there was a school shooting in Chardon, Ohio, which is like a town 30 minutes from us, right? And it was big news because there was a lot of school shootings at the time, which is bad, obviously. And I made a tweet. And by the way, I make this tweet, and guess whose Twitter was like the go-to space, by the way? My Twitter. Every time I'm online, it's like people gravitate. So it's like when I posted anything back in the day, it had the attention of the town. So I made a tweet being like, oh my God, after the Chardon school shooting, everybody better watch out for blank. And then I named a kid in high school that would be a school shooter.
And he turned out to be a school shooter?
He didn't.
So he didn't end up shooting anybody.
But he would be. Like if there's anybody that is going to bring a gun to the school and kill people, it would be this kid. So
your jokes always have that little extra, that little point where it's like, probably that's the point. That was the one. That's what got you.
So I send that tweet, and it's so funny. I'm walking into school the next day, and you ever walk into a room or a whole school and know that everybody has been talking about it, talking about you?
You could feel the buttholes pucker as you walk by. No one's eating lunch with you that day.
So it's like I had like late arrival, so it's like first period was free, so I get to come in like an hour later, right? I walk in and instantly it's that feeling, and then I sit down in first period, and as soon as my ass hits the seat over the speaker, the principal goes, can my legal name
Salvo Pancakes, please come.
Salvo Pancakes, please come to the office. And I go, oh, this is weird. I must have done something, because again, I've always gotten in trouble for being a little troublemaker, right? Literally from the time I was like 6 years old, right? So it's like, okay, I probably did something. I'm handsome, I'm charming, and I'm white. I can get out of it.
You right. You got this.
Right. So I go down and I sit down and I open up the principal's office, and in the principal's office is the principal, the two assistant principals, the superintendent, and the school resource officer. And this time I go, oh God, this feels a little more serious. And they're all sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and my mom worked at the school too, which was also awkward. So the fucking principal, superintendent is sitting there, and he pulls out a binder that is probably like 5.5 inches thick, and he places it down on the desk. And they didn't say anything at this point, and now I'm kind of shitting bricks because no one said anything. I'm just being stared at, and the principal brings out a binder, slaps it down on the desk. I go, oh God. I jumped a little bit, and he licks his thumb and he flips the first page, and on the first page that I see, it is images of my whole Twitter.
Oh,
of my entire
receipts.
Twitter account.
It's receipts. He printed out your whole fucking Twitter account.
My entire Twitter account is in the binder.
Yeah.
And he thumbs through every tweet and reads it to me. And he goes, what does this mean? And by the way, I mentioned that again. I had the most popular Twitter account in the whole city because I talked shit about other people in the city, teachers, parents, kids. So every tweet was about someone that was involved in the school. So he thumbs through it and he goes, "What does this tweet mean about this teacher?" And it would be something that like a 15-year-old would tweet, right?
Right.
It would be like, Mrs. Stanko is dank dough. Some bullshit like that. And then I would have to explain him what dank meant, why I'm calling a teacher that word. And then it was miserable. It was brutal. It was brutal.
How could it fucking not? It's like you're sitting there getting your whole fucking social media history read to you in front of everyone, including your mother.
Literally. And then, before that was when I was in like freshman year. I've had instances where I was called down to the principal's office and the same thing sort of happened, but with my parents and the teachers for not doing homework. And I would have to explain myself as they thumb through a report card. Insubordinate, disruption in the classroom, not doing so.
I can never see you as a fucking disruption. You never. Good God.
So this is commonplace. And then he gets to the tweet where I joke about the school shooting. And it's like they're trying to get me arrested for inciting violence. They're trying to get me arrested for like inciting a riot.
Really?
They want to get me expelled. It's a whole mess. So I get in trouble. I get suspended for 10 days only.
That's not too bad.
But I'll tell you one thing. If I was a black guy or an Arab, they would have suspended my ass immediately, those racist bastards.
Oh, God help you if you would have been Arab. My God.
Because my mother was a Jewish person who worked in the school system, and my dad's an asshole Sicilian greedy monster, right? I got off with a 10-day suspension. And every person who interacted with that tweet, retweeted it, replied to it, and liked it were also called down, got suspended, and were forced to unfollow me from Twitter.
Fuck out of here.
Wow. You got canceled.
Wait, wait a minute. They forced them to unfollow you from Twitter? Like pull out your phone, kid, and unfollow him in front of me?
Yes.
That's
literally
insane. That's possible.
Literally.
How is that not a story? That's fucking crazy. My mom would have burned the school down, Salvo. She would have murdered the principal where he stood. That would have been amazing. Kimmy would have killed people.
So then after that, I get home and it's a big deal, of course, with my parents, and I have to delete the No Pants Sal Twitter account. And then behind their back, I make another Twitter account, and it's Salvo Pancakes.
Oh, and that's how Salvo. And then we got the origin story. That's how Salvo. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, that's good.
Thank
so
you.
There was no when you see the Pauls go out to LA that you didn't want to follow them. You just wanted to stay in Ohio. You want to stay where you were. What was the deal?
Well,
you could have went.
Listen, at the end of the day, the Pauls going to LA. By the time they went to LA, Logan was 1 year at OU and Jake was a junior in high school. But the content that they were doing was GAY and cringe, right? And I never thought they were funny. So it'd be like, I'm going to be following something that I don't believe in. I'm going to be following something that I don't even like care about. So I just didn't do it.
Fair.
Were you jealous of Dwarf Mamba?
Oh my God, Dwarf Mamba, Matt. It's like I wasn't jealous of Dwarf Mamba, but I want to punt him. I want to throw it. I want to throw him around, that little overweight adult baby.
Now, you wouldn't be in the same fucking weight class now, but you and Jake Paul wrestle. What happens?
Back in the day?
Back in the day.
Logan was the second best wrestler the city ever saw. Jake sucked.
Oh, Jake wasn't that good.
No.
Jake wasn't that good. He didn't really care about it. He didn't really care about wrestling. Logan is very type A, very smart, very dedicated,
feels like the better
hard
natural
worker.
athlete too, to be honest.
Yes. Right. So Logan killed it. I actually have more varsity letters than Logan. I was a varsity. and wrestling for 4 years.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe some other sports too.
Logan only, well, I did. Not to brag. Logan only had 3 wrestling letters. He didn't letter his freshman year. He wasn't good enough. I did.
No shit. You remember that shit too. I can tell.
Well,
was it to the community college, Salvo? What the fuck?
Willie Mac,
Willie Mac, what are you doing here?
Tub Club
Hi,
members.
Willie.
Willie comes and does what he wants.
All right. You were on here, and I couldn't resist.
I love it. Hi, Willie.
Two. I just want to point out the Pauls leave their hometown, go to LA. Salvo helps the local economy. Builds the Salvo news team.
It's true.
I'm just saying, who's the real hometown hero? You know, Jake Paul goes there, has one boxing match. People get all like fucking up, like get all proud of him and shit. No, fuck that dude. Salvo, everyday worker.
Salvo's the real Ohio hero, is what you're saying.
It's true. And trust me, what Willie says is actually almost everything that I've always heard from people here. Because as people know, it's like I've been making videos, not like full time, not putting that much out. Willie has access to my channel. He saw how far back the fucking dates went.
Oh, dude, I got Salvo in his diapers, bro.
Yeah. God, you got the archives. You got the advanced.
I got the full archives.
But it's like all I've heard my entire existence since the Pauls went to LA is that, well, why are they there and you aren't, right? The Pauls did everything because I did it first. That's literally the truth. That's literally the fucking truth.
If it's not the truth, I'm going to perpetuate it.
In these videos, in these old videos, they're like, Salvo, like, I want to do this thing. Will this be funny? And Salvo's writing all their best vines for them and everything. Yeah.
Why?
It's not a joke.
That's awesome.
It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not.
Yeah,
Logan,
that's serious.
Do you feel you deserve reparations? Do you want to go after some money from the Pauls because they owe you their career?
He's not petty.
No. The way I'm hearing it, they owe him their career.
Listen, I'll say this. As Logan Paul is blowing up on Vine, he had all his other social media accounts non-existent. That's kind of weird, right? Because he didn't have social media account until Vine, because he saw me making Vines and people loved it. They were goofy and silly. He started making Vines. He started to corporatize them and be really try hard and mainstream and cringe with them. So obviously he got a following, but he didn't have any other social media. So then he makes a Twitter and he comes to me and he goes, Salvo, I'm getting all these follower requests on Twitter, but I like to keep my Twitter and Instagram locked down. I'm like, weird. How much do you have? He pulls up his Twitter, and it's a private Logan Paul Twitter account. It's his wrestling thing, right? And he has like 100 followers, and it's all people around the city. And he goes, I don't want to let all these people follow me. I'm like, let me see it. He had 15,000 requests to follow him that he didn't want to let in. And he goes, should I let him in?
Serious?
I go, yes. And then he goes, do you think I should like make it public? I go, uh-huh. And then the rest is history.
So you flipped the switch on the superstardom. That is Logan
Paul. Dude, if
Paul.
Salvo didn't do that, fucking Logan Paul would be the one working at Subway, bro.
Right? Get your ass back to work and make a fucking meatball marinara, you fucking Paul. Yeah. I like that.
I mentioned this on Now Recording, but Mike Malak, Salvo has a lot of issues with. I do too.
He's a liar.
I don't like the guy.
Salvo's right about that Malak guy.
But I picture this, like Malak sees that video of Salvo like criticizing him, and he goes to Logan. He's like, "Look at this fucking asshole like criticizing me." And then Logan looks at the video and he sees Salvo pancakes, and he's like, "Wait a second, that's the guy I went to high school."
Logan goes, "I've never heard of that man before." That's what Logan says.
Didn't that guy wash my car?
Matt, that's literally what happened because I got a text. And he goes, I got a text from Logan. He goes, "Why are you going after Mike?" And I go, and I reply, "Is he lying about his book?" And he didn't respond. So it's I have a problem with Mike Malak, and I posted a couple videos on my channel last summer, and it was at the time where nobody followed me, but it got the attention of like 2 people that kind of helped me along the way. But he's a liar, he's a scum, he's a fraud, and I guess that might piss off Mike and Logan, but it's like obviously Mike Malak knows who I am, because when I got banned from fucking Twitter, he responded to Keem's tweet about me, right? Yep. So it's like,
weird.
Okay.
So I mean, you're definitely on the minds of people. Do you talk to a lot of people outside of the obvious in the communities? Do you have a lot of reach? Do you talk like, or do you just
Not
keep it
really.
kind of chill?
Not really. Like, I think I talk to almost everybody who reaches out. It's becoming very overwhelming. Jessica Pizzle, I apologize for not responding to your text messages, but it's like I wish I just didn't even fucking approve that fucking message coming through, Jessica. No, but it's like I don't really have like I don't have like, you know, I talk to some people outside of the space, not too much, right? I mean, not too much.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, you can't though. I mean, I've learned that I don't really either. I keep really who I talk to in the space to a minimum, just because.
But I like doing it. See,
I do too, but
I
only
like
to a point.
Right. I like talking to people in the community. Like that's what keeps me interested almost is like hearing what the chat thinks about things.
I like to do it on air. You know, like
Yeah.
I can't. I think a lot of people, especially now, I'm noticing people who haven't been doing it for a long time. They seem to be getting themselves in trouble because they perpetually live in other people's discords. Like they'll do their shows, but then they'll live on other people's shows. And this is not a knock or anything. I'm saying it leaves you open to more controversy. It's a lot. The more you say, the more rope you're giving other people to eventually hang you
We
with.
know Salvo. He's really afraid of controversy.
Yeah,
so I
he's
do kind of worry about him and his
terrified.
little social
Avoids it at
anxiety
all
that he's got. You know.
But you know, I just really hope that people can kind of realize it's like controversy. Obviously,
Nothing
in this
wrong with
space, it's been proven literally since the beginning of media. Controversy does not hurt anything. It does the
Eric
exact
Bischoff
opposite.
said it and wrote it best. Controversy creates cash. Plain and
And
simple.
It's also so ironic because look at the people who somewhat avoided controversy. Deaf Noodles, irrelevant now. Papa Gut, irrelevant now. Xylee, gonna be irrelevant now. You can't avoid controversy.
Xylee's
when
my
you're in this
comeback
sort of
queen.
space.
She gonna be okay.
Xylie's gonna be fine.
Xylee gonna be fine. Xylee's
Would you
my
give Xylee an opening, Salvo, if she was like, look, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Salvo, but I'm going to talk about him.
Yeah.
Would you be like, all right, let's go? Or are you like, no, fuck her?
Is there a way that you guys can fucking just bury the damn thing and figure out a way to coexist?
Would I ever stop anybody from talking about me?
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, I don't like the whole.
Here's the thing: the level of seriousness Xylee is taking it is not the level of seriousness Salvo takes.
Well,
stuff.
that's the whole point.
You know?
Like that's Salvo, and like getting mad at somebody who's
I don't think
not.
Salvo gives a fuck.
He
either
does
way,
it. Why
man.
would he? If the second he does, the bit's over. Like he can't.
Well, no, Salvo can get mad about stuff.
I don't think he can in a certain way. Only to a point. He can't have.
What
that.
if he does? Is everyone just gonna stop watching him?
No, I
If Salvo
think he
gets
can
mad?
start to change perspective. I think he
got mad
start
at
having
all.
it. Yeah, I do. I think that comedic.
What do you think, Salvo? If you get mad,
No,
are you
also-
not
afraid
just
about
mad,
that?
not just mad.
No, I'm not afraid to get mad. I think so. That's a two question. Let me answer that. No, I'm not afraid to get mad because people want to claim I'm doing a stick, I'm doing a bit. But I think people care about what I have to say because it's always based in reality. It's always based in some sort of truth one way or the other. And then at the end of the day, people who get themselves into trouble. It's not when they're being mad. It's when they don't have awareness. And when you don't have awareness and you come across as angry without self-reflection, without the awareness of how you're coming across, that's what hurts you at the end of the day. And to answer Matt's question, is I hate when people stop interacting at all. Like Flamenco should have never left. Like I would have loved to always picked on Flamenco since the beginning, you know, right? It's like, I hate when people stop.
But that's coming from
talking.
a selfish reason because you want to milk them for the low
No,
quality.
dude. Unironically, when people leave forever, I think that's the worst thing. People should always be welcomed
bad
back
move,
unless they
yeah.
literally touch kids or like commit murder.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, there's very
You
few
know, like,
things
they
that
should,
should
like-
keep you from coming. I agree with that.
Like John, like, all right, I think he should have taken a break because he was doing some weird shit. He was getting involved way too much.
He's
in,
never
like,
gonna
some
stop,
shit.
though,
But he
man.
should have never been gone. Like he's been gone for way too long.
Can I interrupt?
You know?
You know that guy that you had to hide from your channel earlier, Dave? His alt is in the count. Red
Mods,
flags
take care of him.
is Red Flags has been actively doxing me. Thank you very much.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
He looks like a Salvo fan in the chat.
He does look like a Salvo fan.
Willie, that's how crazy they are.
So now you are willing to openly admit your fucking your fan base is insane. You own this. You have no problem admitting that they're nuts.
I don't think that they're nuts, but I fucking love that other people think that they're nuts. Imagine having like a respectful fan base. I want my fucking fan base like so fired up and foaming at the mouth.
My fan base is scholars, bro.
Oh yeah, Willie. They're all drinking fucking champagne.
Harvard engineers, dude.
That's what they're doing, William.
I don't think that they're insane. I think that they're
passionate.
are all for they're passionate, and you know that's the biggest advice that I want to give anybody. Just be passionate about what you want to talk about.
Anything.
I'm passionate about what I want to talk about, and then people like to post pancakes because they're passionate about it.
Dude, the other thing too is like it is never fucking too late to get into the social media shit. Like,
agreed.
Like, dude, you could be wrong. You could be fucking up and be terrible for like 15 years. If your 16th year, you're fucking good, then it's worth.
If you're making people laugh and you're
out.
entertaining people, there's always going to be a space for you. And if you're fucking up while doing it, there's a space for you too. You know, there's a different space, but there's a space for you nonetheless. You can always exist on this platform. There's very few things that should get you off completely, but people give up. They can't deal with it. And I'm okay with that, by the way. If you can't deal with it and you're going to freak out and make it everybody else's problem, get the fuck off. Like, don't make it everybody else's problem, because there is a point where it becomes not entertaining.
But I do think like an important thing in commentary is like if somebody does some shit that's fucked up, it's cool to make a video and be like, man, wasn't that shitty? But I don't think it should be like a fucking execution thing.
Oh, God, no.
Like they should be able to like fucking, like I'm going to fucking yell at you for the shit you did wrong. And then I'm going to leave you alone until you fuck up again, probably.
Yeah, because what punishment is there? You know, it's like,
yeah, like what am I the fucking police? Like, no, dude, I just make videos on
canings.
How about this? Nothing should almost be off limits. Like if people want other people,
shit needs to be off limits.
No. You are right. But listen to what I'm about to say. Right? Like everybody should be being able to kind of be free how they want. So if people do want to kind of sort of go for the execution, that should be allowed. If people
I think that's fine, but it's like, you know, I think there's like a fine line of just you're running people off the fucking internet that can't take it, you know, all the time.
I don't think you should be run off because other people. Well, that's the thing. I want to clarify this because I don't think that you should be run off the internet because other people think you can't take it. I'm saying if you legitimately cannot take it, you should remove yourself. If you feel that, like, don't stay on because you feel like you have to or you owe people, because then you're making it other people's issues. Eventually, you're gonna fucking just make it everyone else's burden.
Like, Salvo, don't you roll your eyes for the 10 millionth time when you hear about Logan Paul's suicide forest being brought up?
I laugh.
Like, don't you just like roll your eyes and you're just fucking more annoyed at the people bringing it up for like the 5th year in a row than him for actually doing it?
No.
Like, that's how I feel sometimes, dude.
He wants him fucking persecuted.
Keemstar said the N-word in 2013. It's like, I get it. I can't care.
But it's like, that's all part of the fun, bringing up past shit, right?
Is that fun?
Beating dead horses? I don't know. I mean, like, how far back? There's no moratorium for you?
No! Are there rules that I don't know about, Dave?
No, but there is personal choice.
Just like, at what point is it just really fucking lame?
Right, because there's always comedic choice, man.
But here's the thing. It's not what anything could be lame. Talking about a fresh story could be lame.
Depending on how you deliver it, sure.
Yeah,
right. It's not about the timeline. It's not about the story. It's just about if something is lame or not. Like Doc on the radio. Unfortunately, everything Doc does is extremely lame. Right?
Dude, what are you talking about? You just Spurgler. You guys stole that on the
He boxes people.
That's
what are you talking about? Go out there and fight him.
That's lame. That's lame, right? And that's fresh stuff. That's lame. I like Doc too, but his shows are lame. Right? So it's not about when, where, or how. It's just a matter about if it's lame or not.
Lame or not? I mean, yeah, that's.
Yeah, look, if we're gonna dumb it down to just shit not being entertaining, then I agree with you. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining. That's true.
Yeah, if you can make it entertaining.
But what if somebody's like really in a very entertaining way is just doxing people? Like, would you get that red flags kind of pass?
Like singing their docs, like
there is a
hey,
lot.
8675
I think everybody should have the stance where doxing is bad. If you don't think doxing's bad, it's like, well, that's an issue.
What Salvo's saying is like, here's a great example, and I know it's being used a lot right now, but the Nazis. You can make hilarious bits about Nazis. Mel Brooks has done it for a fucking career, and it used to be very widely fucking accepted.
I support Kanye talking about Nazis. It's been hilarious.
But if you make a really clever, good Nazi skit nowadays, there's a good chance it ain't going to matter. It ain't going to see the light of day, and people are going to fucking completely lambast.
Well, I mean, people are always going to complain, Dave. It's the internet. Sure. That's always existed.
But you have
could
to
also
decide.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, you could also make really funny and brutal Jew jokes, and that should be okay too.
True.
Seriously. I agree.
True. I agree.
Although that will get you banned from YouTube.
It will
so
get any of the racial.
But I agree, you should be able to.
Much. You go after any race with what they feel. Hate speech is just I hate your speech. It's all it really fucking is. They can't tell what's in your heart. You can't tell if you hate anybody. It's why I hate the whole concept. It's stupid.
I got a question for Salvo.
Hey, Rick.
Last night you were on Homeboy Edwin's stream, right? And
yeah, you didn't stream last night, Salvo. What the
fuck?
fuck?
Edwin's, man.
You broke your streak real quick, bro.
Well, Willie, the night before, I pounded a full bottle of champagne within 30 minutes of my show, and I did 5 hours.
You pussy?
No, dude, champagne. No. Champagne's the only
you didn't get
thing
enough
that will get
orange
me
juice
drunk.
with it?
What do you mean it's the only? You come over here and you get a bottle of tequila. You ain't walking out, pal.
I don't like the taste of alcohol. I hate beer. I hate vodka.
You look hilarious when you're drinking.
It'll still get you drunk if you don't like the taste of it.
I'm very honest. I don't like the taste of alcohol. Champagne is very easy, so I like it.
Red wine, man. Red wine tastes good. I'll fuck with that.
Wine, dude.
Hey, calm down there, pimp.
I'm hungover till like 5 p.m. on one.
Guys, Riv had a question, please.
I'm sorry.
So
Go
anyway,
ahead,
there was a little segment where Nicholas Diorio was actually talking you up and putting Keemstar's new show down.
Yeah.
So what was your take? I mean, does that kind of put a little bit of a?
Let's play the clip.
You want to play the clip?
Yeah,
I've got the clip.
Play the clip first.
Let me switch over to his screen. Hold on, I gotta switch over. This is a fucking whole
yes,
thing
sir.
I gotta do, you know.
And shout out to Abby Blackbird Nation for the clip.
Abby Blackbird. We love some Abby Blackbird around here. Oh God, yeah, this is a great one. My God, play it.
Wow.
Brickland is better than that show.
I'm gonna be honest. That it's not though. Brickland is not better than.
No, it wasn't that good. The problem with that show was that Salvo actually needs like an optics cock because it's better when there's somebody trying to hold him back and he's like a junkyard dog going off.
Pause.
That would be better.
What the fuck is Edwin wearing? I mean, I saw this outfit already, but man, this is not good.
He looks like a little twink, man. I'm telling you.
We can all agree with this. This is
Can you imagine if we had him in the club? Oh my God.
That's a sexy outfit.
Not a sexy. No, not on him.
It's like a boy band.
Looks like Callista Flockhart.
This is like Korean boy band shit.
No,
I'm saying his body is not helping that outfit. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't look good on him.
Edwin is ripped, bro.
Is he? That doesn't look ripped under there. It looks like he should be a stand-in for fucking fucking Tom Hanks in Philadelphia. What are you talking about?
Everyone looks like the boss's gay secretary.
Who moonlights as a hairdresser.
Yeah.
Edwin, you look great. Don't listen to him.
Different outfit. Play.
Problem is that when you're on there, you don't perform well with him. You need like a clown. When both of you guys are doing the same kind of like, not even doing the same kind of shtick. That's probably the wrong wording. When both of you guys are like the same intensity, you just have a circle jerk and everyone kind of agrees with each other. So yeah, no. I think I think Salvo's show when he's solo is better than when you're on it.
You don't believe that because it's just not true. And if you do, then you don't.
No, I 100% think that Breakland is better than your show. That's not a joke. Like there's no.
I love Nick.
I know I'm sarcastic a lot. That's true.
I would agree. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Salvo, you're such a little rat. So hold on. Keem better be pissed at Nick for this because I just said Keem didn't. Like people didn't answer.
They're
Keem's
mad.
phone call.
They're pissed.
Like Brantley's blocked Nick.
This started a whole fucking rigmarole, huh?
While we're talking right now, Keem's probably already gone on a Nicholas Diorio rant.
Oh boy, he's cutting them all off. He's cutting them off. He's gonna start.
Because Keemstar show's live. Is that what you're saying? It is Monday.
It is live, yeah.
Yeah, it's live. Yeah.
So what was your question, Riff?
My question is this, because I know you, even though you guys are no longer doing the show together, you are still cordial with each other. So has this caused like? I mean, it's obviously caused some strife between Nick and you or him. But are you and Keemstar still okay, or?
Well, me having the opinion that I make the show better is the root cause of me leaving the show.
Wait a minute, Salvo, wait a second. Willie, hold on. I'm confused. You're telling me that something that went against Keem's ego is the reason why a project fucking stopped? I don't believe it. Stop it. Stop it. No.
As I'm being trashed for not coming up during an historic snowstorm, and I'm also live, and I tune into their program, and Brantley and Keem are airing personal lies on my name, personal attacks that are completely false and not true.
What was the personal attacks?
Yeah, which lies were told?
Willie. I can't. I literally can't get into it because I'll just start saying shit that I'll regret.
He's getting upset. You don't want to upset him. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Come on now, Willie.
So I hear that. I click off immediately, and the only thing I say is, well, I disagree. I think the show is better with me than Brantley. And then the next stream, he fires me. He has 5 co-hosts in the wing. So it's literally because of that. So, you know, I think I would look like a huge cock if I was like, no, the show's actually better without me. Yeah. Would Keem want that? Would anybody want that?
What type of answer do people want people to give? No, I suck, and I really dragged it down.
When y'all were in
What man who's sitting behind a Shure 7M fucking B? What host do you want to be like? Oh, the show's great. No. That's like no. I believe it. I think it's Fortunately for me,
random reason for the show to not.
Fortunately for me, my belief that the show is better with me than without me has only been proven true. So
when you guys broke up and you did your stream burning Kristen Arc pictures but looking fondly at Keemstar. Keemstar at one point was fighting with you, but it changed his whole approach and seemed very sad about the situation. It felt really bad. Brantley even cried. Were you surprised by his response? Because normally Keemstar's response would be to either like double down, joke about you, shit on you, just keep going.
Yeah,
this was like a completely
weird. He did
different.
flip-flop completely on that.
Yeah.
Did that change your perspective?
No, because there's 2 things at play there, right? I don't do bits. I don't do sticks. So when I'm burning the pictures,
I can't hear that.
No, okay, I don't stop. Don't ever say that.
Go on.
Don't say that in front of me ever again.
Sorry,
ever
my dog.
Again.
I'm talking to my dog.
Say it to me.
Go on.
Say it to others.
So when I'm burning the pictures of Kristen Arc, that's because I'm like angry that Kristen Arc just let them say lies on my name, right?
Dude, yeah, I did that to my high school girlfriend too.
And you know, it hurt me considering that like I defended Chris like every behind the scenes till the end of fucking time, right? So he's a rat. But I look at Keem as like a brother, right? And I had fun times with him on the show.
So you guys got legitimately close.
I think so. So like as I'm being like, well, I'm gonna miss him. I'm also being aware that like, well, I have no room to bitch because, you know, it's his show. He's writing the paychecks. He can do what he wants. I don't have any bad blood with him. I don't want to burn any bridge with him. I think our 2 shows can be, you know, symbiotic with each other. Like, obviously, I'm going up this week to do the show for free, right? So it's like that's all coming out of a place for realness. However, your specific question here, Dave, that's a 2-parter because Keem did flip-flop. And he called me the morning after, and he expressed that they felt bad because we were friends and they trashed me, brought up personal shit, really regret how they acted.
Right.
Okay, good. That makes me think that they have real remorse. But also, what's Keem's move after he trashes me personally? And I come back and I'm very sincere. I'm very open. I'm very vulnerable. Am I very honest? is he going to double down and personally attack me, or is he also going to take a step back and view things with maybe different colored eyes because of real emotions or because of optics? I don't know.
So do you think it might have been a deliberate approach by him?
Power play, perhaps, or some kind. Like, what the fuck?
Power play. I think. I
don't. Are you ever going
I
back?
don't,
Like going back? Is there just going to be one-offs, or what's the deal?
I don't think anything should be considered a power play when any play is following a power play, right? So, it's not a power play by Keem if his play is in response of my play. That's playing defense. But no, it's I don't think that I think Keem knows, obviously if he wants me up for a show once in a while, I'll go up, but I'm not going back on that show full time. Unfortunately, the juice is not worth the squeeze.
Hey, I like
Keem knows
that. That's a good word.
Keem knows it. And I bet when I go up there on Thursday or whatever, he might want me full time. But it would never happen because the offer that I would come back.
It's not happening. You're saying right now it's not happening. He puts a fucking $100,000 in your hand. It ain't happening.
The offer that I would come back to would be so insulting for Keem.
You'd make him eat it.
It was just start another fight.
You don't do it unless it's 200K and you keep the channel.
And he's got to be on his knees when he hands it to you on a platter.
I mean, I am a reasonable, respectable young man.
Yes.
The deal would be $100,000, what Diorio would have got, and complete 50-50 partnership in the show. Everything it makes 50-50.
What if he agreed to that, but you got to move to Buffalo?
Well, Matt, that would also be in the terms and regulations. Then I would do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So 50-50, you move to Buffalo.
Beef with Keem.
50-50 and $100,000. What do
you got to get the $100,000 kicker? I agree that it's got to happen. But I didn't think you'd move to Buffalo. I really didn't. I didn't think you'd do that.
I mean, he already lives in Ohio, Dave.
Yeah, but I mean, there's very few places that I would say are worse than Ohio. Buffalo's one of them.
But his quality of life's going to drop.
Yeah, in Buffalo. Yeah, it's one of the worst places.
Yes, it literally was.
It's actually worse than Ohio.
No,
I would take the burning fucking lakes of Ohio over the goddamn dungus fucking snow of Buffalo.
I understand the Ohio-Cleveland slander. It's better than Buffalo in every sense of the word. Everywhere. Every way.
I hate Ohio, and I can say that. My God.
Yeah.
Yo, I do want to say though, with Keem, do you find it suspicious, Salvo? Because this was very personal to me. I'm like a big Salvo supporter from day one, and out of nowhere, all right, maybe not day one, maybe day like one and a half, and out of nowhere, I'm like, all right, Salvo, let's do this tub club shit. We do it, massive success. 20
you mean when you
views
snake
on
Tommy
the first
C out of
podcast.
that spot? You mean that one, Willie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I couldn't afford Salvo and Tommy. So
you pitched it to Tommy first and then decided that Salvo was better. That's what happened.
Dude,
I'm just trying to clarify history. That's all.
And out of nowhere, Keem sees the success of Tub Club, 25 million views on that first podcast with Mudahar, a very sexy man in the tub, and he steals him to Buffalo, the farthest place for me possible.
So this was about you. Yeah, what was the question?
I don't think if I did Tub Club, Keem would have hired Salvo at all.
Oh, so you're taking credit for Salvo's success.
So you know how I don't know if he said this, but I feel like Keem says this to everybody in our community. Like, has Keem said to you at all, like, "Oh, I made your career"? Or anything
he says it every day online. He said it last night.
Really, I made your career, Salvo. Never forget it.
That's okay. He made Logan Paul's career.
Also says that as well.
You got in the herpes tub with me, bro. You never leave.
Yeah, you showed your butthole to Muda together. Dude.
Listen, I did show my asshole to
Muda. Nice.
That's
nice.
Listen, I love Keem. He's a funny guy, but there's no way in hell that Keem made salvo pancakes. It's like there's like so many other people that like.
Yeah.
Well, it's like there is like I can list like 4 or 5 people that played a more role in create. It's
the
like
genesis of salvo pancakes?
What are we talking about? I don't even have 10,000 subscribers. What are they taking credit for?
Dude, that was my confusion too. Like, what happened? Did you get 1 million and I missed it? Like,
dude, that is so fucking funny because I was like, dude, you don't. It's not the same. Like when I hosted Drama Alert, he was like all worried that if I had my own channel, I'd like steal all of his viewers. It's like, bro, I haven't gained fucking anything.
Willie. When me joining the Keemstar show, it's only been bad for my channel. The monetizations, strikes. No,
Was that before or after though? Wasn't that
That was
after?
right as it was happening. The demonetization.
What a coincidence.
I will say
What a
that
coincidence. What a
if you
coincidence.
didn't have Keem, I mean, this might not be true, but Keem was responsible, like saving your channel because your channel was looking to get like.
He
taken down.
was. He was.
That's what he says. I'm not saying.
Well,
I'm
he
just saying,
has a history.
He
of
wasn't
stepping in
the one
and helping.
archiving all of Salvo's stuff.
That is true. Willie was
I got all of
archiving on my
Salvo's nudes on hard drive.
Willie got in there on the fucking trenches.
I
man.
got him before he was hairy, dude.
So it's okay. So we found out a few things tonight. We found out that you created Salvo. Salvo created Logan Paul. These are fantastic revelations. I'm liking to know these things.
Logan
it's
and
YouTube history. Yeah.
It's all very accurate.
So, all right. Do we have any actual stories? We've done an hour and a half already. I think I'm ready to start wrapping this thing up a little bit. Do we have any actual stories? Do you have any questions for Mr.
Come on,
Penn?
there's got to be questions for me.
Oh, there's
Everyone
Matt
has an opinion about me. What? Come on, what's some questions?
Well, I know Dave asked Matt and I to come up with some questions we could ask you. They're like
Yeah,
a
that you guys
hodgepodge. I know
were
you
supposed
kinda
to have been
games.
throwing at him the whole fucking show.
I thought that was going to be a
You're supposed to be throwing. No, you were supposed to be
we
randomly
segment.
throwing these fuckers at him.
You didn't no. You didn't explain that well.
I
I thought
told
it
that
was
to
going to be like a
Riveter.
game show segment.
No, I told Rivers. I also told you
I
I'd be
got a
telling
question,
everybody
Dave. I
something
got a
slightly
question for
different.
Dave.
What?
Dave, how come Salvo gets to be big, but when I'm on, I'm fucking
He bitched
small?
about
What
it.
is that?
He
You
complained
didn't
about
request
it.
it, Willie.
He
Wait.
was upset.
Dave,
Yeah.
you want me to like ask like
I didn't know you
random
could just
YouTube?
ask for that.
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
that, though.
That's what I was going for.
You want me to ask like random YouTube
Yeah,
questions?
that's what I was gonna
Salvo
have you do.
In between each, like
Yeah.
this.
Well, no,
Okay.
that was when I didn't think that we were going to have that. So it was different, Matt. So
Okay. Fair
you
enough.
adapted well. I was just busting.
Well, why
your
don't we
shit.
just do like a quiz thing
You know,
right
well,
now?
I
Just
mean,
ask
that's
them.
why I was asking Riveter to fucking go ahead and
Who
give
works
me
at a
that.
pawn
All right,
store?
so here I got a question for you. Let's see how well you know YouTube lore and history.
Let's do Riveter first, me next, Riveter.
Yeah, just
Cool.
ping pong back and forth. 1-1, 1-1,
okay.
1-1.
What YouTuber in February of 2015 called for the sponsors of an esports team to drop them over racist and hobophobic?
Hobophobic?
Tweets.
Like they had a fear of hobos? They were
Ho-
angry at the
Hobo-
fucking
that's
transients?
Hobophobic.
Okay,
tweets.
hobophobic.
Keemstar.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Salvo, what was Philip DeFranco's original YouTube name?
Sexy Phil.
How was it spelled?
S-X-E.
Yes, true, correct.
Thank you.
God damn, Riveter.
What YouTuber in 2016 went live unknowingly while masturbating?
DSP.
What was the name of the joint channel consisting of massive YouTubers from 2010? Examples: Shay Carl, Philip
The
DeFranco.
Station.
True, correct.
Oh, shit.
What YouTuber was arrested for assaulting a jogger?
Vitali.
Yes.
Fucking run the gauntlet, Salvo. Let's go halfway through.
This is a tough one. This is a very tough one. What YouTuber actually did a collaboration with mass shooter Randy Stair? I have multiple choice if you'd like to ask for multiple.
Sure.
Give him the multiple
So
choice.
A, Fred. B, Jeffree Star. C, Make Me Bad 35.
What are the names?
A, Fred. B, Jeffree Star. C, Make Me Bad 35.
And who is the shooter?
Randy Stair. He
I don't know who he is
he's
either.
widely known as a YouTuber who shot up a store one night in 2017.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus. I didn't
Yeah,
know we
I
had
pulled one
of
out
those.
of my ass. All right.
Yeah, you
That
did.
would be
Option C.
correct.
Oh, he went with the craziest name and got it. Salvo, nice. Hail Mary.
All right, this is my last one. This is not YouTube. This is pop culture.
No, switching it up.
What TV actor had a famous fight with Jerry the King Lawler on David Letterman?
Oh, Salvo. Salvo, this is gonna break a lot of hearts. You missed this.
Who?
Can I give him a?
Who?
can I-
No, I don't want anyone to tell him because there's an irony to him missing this.
Andy Kaufman.
Oh,
Boom.
thank God.
I think you
Salvo.
gave him the hint, Dave. So,
that would have been.
I got
beautiful.
3 more questions. What year did Tipster start his YouTube channel?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, the answer was 2006.
Damn.
What famous YouTuber started out at our Barstool Sports?
Jenna Marbles.
Correct.
Ooh,
And last question, not YouTube related.
Cancels.
Who is Miley Cyrus's godmother?
Godmother. Not grandmother, godmother.
Yes, godmother. Yes.
Dolly Parton.
There we go.
And I got
I'm impressed.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that was
I'm
good.
very impressed.
That was pretty good. That was pretty nice.
I'm very good at trivia.
Now I've got a bonus. I got some bonus questions for you.
Let's do it.
All right, because this is serious, down to the nitty gritty stuff.
Okay.
First one. Name every member of the Baited podcast. Every member that existed.
I'm going to be very honest. I've never listened to one episode of the Baited podcast. Keemstar, Clown, Tommy, Andy Milanakis. Anything for views?
I think that's all 5. Was there?
I think that's it.
I think you got all 5.
Yep.
All right,
Thank
and then the final one. You're gonna rinse this one too. All the members of Catch 33.
I've never watched an episode of that or heard an episode. Is that Dave? Dave, Tommy, Lord Vega?
One more.
Is it Willie Mac?
No, it was Colossal. It's crazy.
Oh, I don't even know. I did not watch any of that.
Wait,
shit
you
back
didn't
in
know
the
the
day.
lore of that Clown Tommy?
I know
They left the original
I know
Baited.
the lore. I know the lore. I just never watched
Oh,
it.
fair enough. Well, you missed some of the great. I would say you missed the greatest podcast in the history of YouTube, Catch 33. My God, go back and just absorb that shit. It's fucking amazing.
Okay. All right. I will. I'll give you a review on it next time I'm on.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Well, fuck. Be careful what you ask for, Dave. Jesus Christ. MattPitt, final things for Salvo. Tell the kids where they can find you. You know what to do.
Well, I think I've asked many questions to Salvo so far in all my experience in YouTube with now recording and everything. So
I would almost argue that MattPitt did more for my YouTube channel than Keemstar.
Wait. Look right into the camera and say that.
I would. Matt, would you disagree with that? By the way.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, exactly.
No, I was Team Salvo since early March, maybe even before that. So
MattPitt more influential in the story of Salvo than Keemstar. I agree.
That's 100% true. Let me list off the people that did more for Salvo Pancakes and the Salvo Pancakes channel than Keemstar. MattPitt is one of them. Dumpy's one of them. Nerd City's one of them.
Ooh.
Mike David is one of them. I think that's about it. Honestly,
4 people ahead of Keem. Then Keem would round out to 5. He's in
and
the
then
top
like
5.
if we're gonna include the people that I destroyed, Def Noodles, Flamenco, those
the
people
dead bodies.
Also
Yeah,
played a
you
role,
always,
but yeah.
You always got to appreciate the dead bodies that you step over. Did Willie Mac even say goodbye? The fucking cretin? Did he just pop off? What a piece of shit. He's just so uncouth. Ginger. Such a ginger.
I don't know if you care about it or not, but I do have a Who's the Twit.
I was about to ask you if we do.
Alex Skekmo is also another one, by the way. Literally.
Skekmo. I like good name. All right, so we're gonna play the game that sweeps the fucking entire nation, Salvo. We're gonna play Who's the Twit.
Ooh, who's the twit?
Who's the twit? So this started. We were doing because really Riveter's only capable of making variants of this game. We started with the tipster. What was the name of that fucking stupid show? What's the twit? Tip, just the tip.
Tip or no tip.
That's what I named that stupid train wreck. And but there's just not enough fake tipster accounts, so we had to change it up a little bit.
They all were deleted because Tipster's too much of a soft pussy.
Oh, Josh with the first one tonight. Bo Black says
Clara too. Clara played a big role. Parking Tigers actively and genuinely playing a big role as well. Mel B, GMZ, Presley, and everyone else on the Salvo News team.
Give them the flowers. Give them their flowers. That's all right. You have a good team. It seems like you do have a good team.
CJ Brown, Austin No Powers, Sean Disheveled, the comedy curator, Abby Blackbird. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'm going to give you plenty of time to go ahead and tell all the kids how much you love each and every one. Don't worry about that.
Thank you.
Bo Blackson with the first one tonight, responding to our mystery tweeter. TFW, Nick explains the same drama the 5th time in a row. And then replying to Bo Blacks, when Nick brings up Bunty King for the 3rd time in the same day. It's A, Willie Mac, B, Homeboy Edwin, or C, Augie RFC.
I'm gonna guess Augie.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna guess Augie.
I'm gonna go. I can't argue with the historian that is fucking Salvo after that impressive domination of the trivia round. My God,
I'm so good at trivia. I really am so good at trivia.
Guys, just to be fair, I have a little audio clip that goes with
Ooh.
this. This tweet.
Oh, all right. Well, let's play the
So
audio.
I want you guys to not think I sandbagged you, okay? So
And Mike Lopez, by the way.
Play it.
So here's the audio clip. Play, you damn thing.
Avowed Kraut to try to hold on to his career. It's pretty fucking skeptical that Kraut's main accuser, Braving Ruin, vindicated Bunty of these allegations almost immediately back then. I don't know. It's just food for thought. You act like you didn't want to be associated and wrapped up with the skeptics publicly.
That's exactly how I look when I hear any of the three amigos talk. Augie, Boblax, or Nick Dior. It's that same. It's a bunch of eye rolling. It's a bunch of like, when are they gonna shut up?
My
Seriously.
little buttercup. So are we sticking with Augie or do you switch?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Augie.
We're sticking with Augie. Wait, I gotta switch because I feel like Riveter told us that because there was a reason to switch. So I'm gonna say Willie Mack.
I think he just wanted to show off the clip.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back. Then I'm gonna go back to Augie. Then
It's got to be Augie.
Reveal.
Ready for the review? Okay.
Avowed Kraut.
No, stop.
Good job. It's I knew I should have switched it. God damn it!
That makes sense. That makes sense. So it's like looking at it now. That makes sense because Edwin, he doesn't capitalize a lot of words a lot of the time at the beginning of his tweets.
That's true.
So.
No punctuation, no grammar, no nothing. It's a fucking travesty. Next one here. Go ahead, Mr. Salvo. Read that one for us.
Oh, cool. Not only have I never said the N-word, but I'm fully against racism. Oh, yes. And is it even possible to be fully against racism? Like you're fully against it? It's like, really? Wow. Okay.
Well, if you're convicted, yeah.
The only person in the world to be fully against it. Okay, cool. But I'm fully against racism and always have been. Yeah. People like you who say anything at random are the issue. Worse than the Google scholars who try to appear smart. You are floppy pancake pizza monsters.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That's Repzilla.
It's got to be Repzilla. It's soft enough to be Shane Dawson, but I feel it's Repzilla.
Shane Dawson has said the N-word for sure.
Wait.
Oh, fair enough.
Are Repzilla and Repsion two different people?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Repsion's the more interesting of the two, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion.
Repsion is?
Oh, yeah, especially like in the last few years. My God.
How we tell them apart is like Repsion, Onision, Repzilla, fucking emo weird hair.
That doesn't even rhyme. Why would that be the way you tell them apart? I thought you were going to be something catchy. There was nothing catchy.
Well, Repzion, Onision, Repzilla, not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That doesn't even rhyme either.
Well,
so I don't know.
yeah, that wasn't good. Nice try, Matt. I appreciate it. Who said it? It's Repzilla. I'm saying
Repzilla.
Reveal.
See,
Repzilla.
is it Repzilla?
It is.
Yep.
It is.
So unlike Xylee, I can admit when I look at chat.
Oh, there's always room for you under her umbrella.
This is the last one.
Last one. All right, Matt, you read this one.
Why is it that only big commentary channels that shouts out other smaller ones is fucking Keemstar? Sorry, that's a lie. Keemstar isn't even a commentary channel. A, I'm Alex. B, Bionic Pig. C, James.
Oh God, it could be any of those three. I guess.
I'm gonna guess Bionic Pig.
I'm gonna say
I don't know
Alex.
any of these guys.
Oh, you
Who are any of these
what?
guys?
Really? Oh man, you're the historian. You don't know these guys? I'm Alex, especially.
He knows about like real YouTube. This is
Fair enough.
commentary.
I don't. Commentary. Oh man, I'm learning about all these players, huh? I'm gonna guess Bionic Pig because that's a cool name.
He had a great song called "I Like to Fuck Robots." That was a good song. I interviewed him.
That is a good song.
All right, you reveal. I'm saying I'm Alex. James fucking Marriott. I interviewed him too.
That's so funny that James Marriott is saying Keemstar shouts out channels. I'm still waiting on my shout out.
You might be waiting a long time now, but
isn't that funny? It's like he had anyways.
I like to fuck robots. Drew is sharing. I'm saying he got it right. Good job there, Drew is sharing. Oh, right there. Salvo fucking pancakes, my friend. This has been a long time in the making. I'm glad that you got to be on here with us tonight. And to close it out, you started already giving the love to the team members. But anything else you want to get off your chest? The floor is yours. Open mic, dangerous moment, CM Punk time.
Do you think that Jessica Pizzle deserves that money, Dave?
From you? She
From
already
me.
got the money. She got
From
paid
me.
by somebody. I think that you two had a fucking crazy little back and forth, and had you not said that you would have, you would have been 100% in the scot free. But you guys went a little back and forth, and she went back and forth on whether she would take it or not. So there was a little bit. So now, at the end of the day, now no. At the beginning, yeah, you should have paid her, but now no.
So I should have paid her out of pocket.
Yeah, because we're not talking about a lot of money. Because that's the same stance I had before. I'm just being consistent, really, because
Sure.
You want to avoid the controversies where you can, and if you can get the money to go ahead and fucking make, especially annoying ones. And I love Jessica Pizzle, and I could say that because she will make it a big fucking deal. You take care of those problems. That's my only opinion on it.
So that's the only question I wanted to ask Jessica on now recording, because that's the root of it all, right? Like if we cut through all the clutter, all the fat, and we just go right to the root of what it is. Do you think that you know? And I asked you it, and you said yes. Okay, your opinion, I respect it. That's all that I want to know from Jessica is. So you want me to pay your winnings out of pocket, right? And if she says yes, I'll go, I disagree.
Yeah.
And if she says no, it says, okay, then what am I supposed to do? Right.
Yeah.
So that's the root of it all. I never saw any dime from Fireball 1, 2, and 3.
And I do think
I don't
that
have
sucks.
it. I don't see it. So, you know, I'm up for remonetization December 12th. And hopefully I get it so MattPitt can get his fucking money. So
When it all came back, now it's just this obvious. You can answer this as good guy as you like because no one can ever check you on it. But I'm going to ask you anyway because I believe you'll give me a real answer. Had none of it happened and eventually you got your remonetization back and everything, was the plan always just to pay her? Like, I mean, I'm assuming it was.
I think MattPitt can back me up on this because Matt and I talk, you know, offline frequently. Yeah. So
because it felt like an annoyance thing. If I'm being honest, it felt like she annoyed the piss out of you at some point.
100%.
Not fucking worth
you know,
it.
I told her exactly what it was. She just got mad that I wasn't reassuring her because I told her what it was, and then I just stopped responding because everything that she asked me was the same answer. The plan was, she's not saying a fucking dime, by the way. The plan was on December 12th, if I get remonetization, I'll pay out all the winners. I'll make a big thing about it on the #1 YouTube live show, Breakland, and then I'll pay her out of pocket. You know, that was always the plan. But, you know,
I think that's
she,
fair.
she always, you know, got a,
And
Christina
I think it's
Venna.
also fair to get fucking annoyed in a situation like that too. You know,
I was super annoyed, but I wasn't annoyed that she was pestering me behind the scenes. I got annoyed when she went on multiple shows and kind of dragged my name. She wants to deny ever calling me a scammer. I heard it on one of the member shows that were deleted. But I got annoyed when she went on other shows and just started to tell lies. I will never, ever, ever, unless I have to, get on a mic and play the he said, she said game and start to unwind lies.
Yeah.
I won't do it. I won't do it. That's when
There's
people
no
look
win.
bad. That's when cross-examination can come back. There's no win to that.
Get
So
tripped up.
immediately, when she goes on these shows, my stance is, yes, I'm scamming you. I'm a scammer. So that's when I get annoyed, is when she starts to do that. And it's like, Jessica is right. I felt like that because we had this connection, because we met in LA one night, right? And, you know, I do talk to people.
Yeah.
I do talk to people who message me, right? And Jessica's always around. I've always been friendly with Jessica. I just assumed that she would also give me the benefit of the fucking doubt about just being patient. You know, with the... I don't like being called a scammer. I'm not a scammer at all. It's disgusting, and those words are worse than slurs to me now.
I agree with you because it can end your career. Yeah,
I wanted to say one thing. Just look at what's happening, right? She came onto our podcast now recording to have like a very decent conversation about what's going on, and then she gets mad because Beavers gives the slightest pushback. She leaves, and now it's turned into men versus women in the commentary.
Isn't that crazy,
I
Matt?
really
Isn't that crazy?
It's like as much as I like Jessica Pizzle, and I do, what I've been seeing the last couple of days is fucking pure insanity. Pure fucking insanity. Come on.
And think about how much of a big, awesome person I am. She goes on all these shows, 5 fucking press tour shows calling me a scammer. I don't say anything really except that I'm not paying with her. Behind the scenes, Matt comes to me and goes, hey, do you want to come on Now Recording? Yes, let's have a conversation there, right? Yeah. And she refuses. And then it turns into this big deal where Xylee's motherfucking me all night, and Paige Christie is doing this dangerous, disgusting thing on Twitter that really nobody else is going to call it out. She's clearly dog whistling something, which is nasty.
I had a very calm, respectful conversation with her in the DMs, though, and it doesn't seem like that's what she's trying to do, but I can see your point as well. Like, she could twist it at any point. Like, I get it, she's a YouTuber, that's what the YouTubers do. But when I had my conversation with her, it was pretty cordial, at least. I think she saw my points.
But her coming on Not Recording was all about having a cordial conversation. Yeah. Christina Vena just donates $2 and go, lyrics got a shout out, but not Salvo.
Super rude. And the Clout Route presents also with $2. Pizzle gets nothing. He's very passionate about that to a $2 tune.
The Clout Route are 2 guys, 2 H3 fans who hated me and called me a whole bunch of words and came to dance on my grave when my channel got blasted from the fucking stars. But now it seems like they are pretty much agreeing with everything that I have to say. Isn't that funny?
You won them over.
Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? It's hilarious to me.
Brought them over
it's so funny. Side. It's so funny. Yes.
You're a charismatic guy, Salvo. You have that ability to just rope them in. You bring you enough time, you can win them over. You got to believe
it. Yes, it is true. It is true.
Well, it's been a fucking pleasure, my friend. And hopefully this will be get you on a little more frequently if you want. We'll get you on every so often.
Dave, I'll make you a proposition right now.
Oh yeah, propose, Daddy.
I'll come on weekly to replace Bo Blacks.
I can't do that to my man. I'll give you a day. I can't replace you. The only way you come on, you'll do weekly if I replace you. Replace both blacks with you. I can't do that to Joshy. I love him.
Okay.
I love him, man. Okay. I'm a man of loyalty above all else, but you're welcome to a day anytime you want it. I
respect it. But I would be here weekly.
No, but Josh is here weekly. That's my dude. Ride or die. He leaves though. What if
every other week?
No. It's not if he leaves.
I have to fire him. Would you want it to be public? Would you want me to like guillotine him?
You don't even have to because I'll do it myself.
Oh wow, look at that. No, I got to keep him around. That's my guy. That's my guy. Yeah, these motherfuckers, for some reason, 10 years of toiling, they wrapped their arms around me and kept me and just pushed me up this fucking mountain. I'm gonna ride with them until they fucking throw me off. Fuck it.
Riveter, are you doing live streams in the morning still?
Yes. It's killing him, but he's doing it.
Did you do one this morning?
You did.
Yes, sir.
Good shit.
God, I keep missing him.
Yeah, he hit 20 fucking views today, too. He's doing really good in the morning. He's been really killing it. I'm proud of him.
So I'm going to ask you a question. Yeah. I'm going to ask you a question. And I want you to be brutally honest with me. Okay? I'm giving you permission to be brutally honest.
Me or him?
No, Sal. Oh, okay. You can't be brutal with me. You love me too much. So do you think that it's unrealistic for a person of my age to be covering this type of stuff? Do you think that people like me, I guess I'm really the only one out here that's this old, should even be doing this stuff?
Huh?
What, right? What type of question
Riveter.
is that?
Riveter. Yes. What if I told you that it's almost needed? What do you want? More RFC autistic tards doing it?
No, I've heard seriously, I've heard some of the younger creators questioning why people like Tommy or myself or other people of age are trying to cover that because we don't understand things.
No, that's who needs to be doing shit more is the people like you and Tommy and Dave who are older and they have real perspective about things. Excuse me, I'm going to be very brutally honest to other people here, not you, Riveter. Less ACs, less Izzies, less Boblaxes, less Smaggles. All of those crew is what is killing everything. Riveter, I like Riveter from day one. I've loved Riveter. I've loved Banana Grabber. I love Dead on Dave. I love Tommy C. I might not like how their show looks, but that's what's needed. People with it's like, who's telling you that you can't be doing these things? No.
Only
you
himself
should be doing things.
Riveter is a product of some kind of self-doubt, and he needs to realize how fucking awesome he is more fucking often, really, because he's awesome.
Listen, Banana Grabber, who is the co-host with Riveter on their podcast.
Terrible name, though. Clear as mud. Fuck.
It's fine. It's fine.
Name.
It's fine. Banana Grabber and I I haven't talked to him really at all. Only in like the last 10 days, very briefly. I love that dude. That is like that's a smart, real life person with good, real perspective. More of that, please. Less Izzy Tans, less Smaggle Daggles, less of that group. That group is poison. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That group is literally poison. And it's a bad look for Nicholas Diorio to be so affiliated with them.
What do you feel about Nick Diorio?
Well, personally, I think that we should get rid of all of the casual viewers and only bring streamers on. I think that they don't provide any value. So I think if we're going to get rid of Smaggle, we get rid of them all.
I agree.
I'm actually willing to make the trade. No Discord moderators. No
I totally agree.
To be honest, I think if we replaced all the biological women with trans femmes, there'd be less cringe in this community.
Nick, do you understand? Because one of my criticisms, if you remember, Nick, about All UFC After Hours, was that it was a fucking shitload of nonsense going on in those fucking calls. And everybody could just come and join. I'm glad you finally see how poison and disgusting that is.
Listen, all right, there's a big stream going on right now, all right?
Yeah, this one.
I gotta talk about it. Do you got time to watch a clip?
We always got time for you. Yeah, absolutely. Give it
I don't want to end. My wife and I are having a big fight, so I got nowhere to go but in my office.
All right. You gotta pull this one up.
What are you fighting about? What are you guys fighting about? Let's figure it out here.
I am such a pain in her ass. I am such a pain in her ass.
Are you? Well, I can see that. I mean, that makes sense. What'd you do? You didn't buy her tampons or something? What'd you do? Come on, man. Fucking help her
out. Ethan, Ralph, what's going on? Play this clip. I don't want to answer that.
All right, hold on.
There's a big competing stream going on right now.
Hold on. Shit, I just fucking lost everything. All right, go ahead. Let me switch it over.
Are you familiar that they're saying that Marjorie Taylor Greene had an affair?
With Alex Stein.
Alex Stein, comedian Alex Stein, yes. So he calls into Ralph's show to discuss that with disgraced Congresswoman Laura Loomer.
Jesus.
This is vintage 2018 Blood Sport.
Play it.
Play it.
Alex, what's up, man? You gotta unmute yourself though on Telegram.
Okay, well, so I'm walking into the Dallas Cowboys game. I see Beerson's hating on me, and I just want to, set the record straight. I have no beef with Laura. I have no beef with Baked. No beef with Beerson, but it's just provably false that I had a sexual relationship with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And to be honest, I think the rumor is hilarious. Like for me, for that rumor to go viral, it only benefits me as a comedian. I don't have any sort of, political
But how is
career
it provably false? How is it provably false? We know she spreads her legs for everything that moves. Like, can you just tell us how it's provably false?
Because I would admit it if I banged her, Laura. I'm primetime 99. What do you think I am? I'm not you. I mean, I would admit to people that I fuck. These girls, see, there's a double standard. I mean, a guy that bangs a lot of girls is a cocksman. A girl that gets banged by a lot of guys is a slut. I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt me to say that I banged a famous congresswoman. So I would admit that, but that's not the case. I wish it was. I wish I did bang her. I wish I had a selfie. I wish it could go triple viral, but that's not the God's honest truth. And if it was, I guarantee you I would have a picture of her buttocks, of me in doggy style, something.
Hell yeah, memento.
Oh, Jesus.
A fucking memento. I like that.
I don't think it'd be that hard to make happen. Like if you actually wanted to,
I probably could. I probably could, Laura. You too. There's a lot of girls I could probably bang, but that doesn't mean that I did. So
you're not my
that's what I'm
type.
just saying.
You too.
You're not my type.
Wait.
So for the record, Alex, you have not been texting me from Telegram. That's a fake account.
No, that's not even my Telegram account.
It's Jesse PS.
Hit me up, you faggot. Why didn't you?
I don't care because guys, I like this. You guys don't realize this.
You're too much of a diva.
No, wait.
You can't even communicate.
Now
with
wait, let him
people.
talk. Let him talk. Go ahead, Alex.
What I'm saying is I don't use Telegram like this. And for everybody that's listening in the chat, guys, I love this rumor. I talked to Marjorie reached out. I told her, hey, this benefits me as a comedian. I apologize. And I even, you know, tried to set the record straight. My point being is, guys, if it happened, I would admit it. Whether you
Good news.
Yeah.
Well, good news for Alex Stein. I'm sure that put an end to those rumors.
I'm sure nobody's talking about
Squashed
it.
And
Put the old Xylee bookmark at the end.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, Alex. Calling into the kill stream with Baked Alaska and Laura Loomer to defend you having sex with Congresswoman Taylor Marjorie Greene. Yes, good call.
Viva la Blood Sports. It's coming back.
I just want to point out that Keem said my Twitter is dead, and I ratioed him today with testicles. And on top of that, Ethan Ralph is live against his sub 900 viewer stream. He's like in the 800s or something. Ralph's live to 3,000 right now.
Nick,
Ralph will rise again.
800, Nick. 800.
Ralph does not lose. There's a reason why Ethan Ralph likes salvo pancakes and does not like Nicholas Diorio. We are winners.
Ralph doesn't lose because Ralph doesn't quit.
Me and Ralph are mutual friends right now.
That's the reality.
Nick, is
true.
Is there any truth to Nick Fuentes saying you cannot cuss on Cozy anymore?
I have no idea. I asked today. I have no idea. I heard Beardson said something about it. And to be honest, if Beardson stopped cursing, that's like a pretty fucking big thing. I don't know if you know about Beardson's wife leaving him. Are you familiar with this? Where Beardson made like a cope. There's like a video or whatever of him being like, damn, you know what? I tried to get back out into the dating world, but I can't do the small talk. Okay? So I'm going to be single and have fun, and I'm going to say slurs. Or it's like the most embarrassing shit in my entire life. Like, it is actually like unbearable, all right? Yeah, so to be honest, if you took the slurs away from him, I feel like he'd have no reason left to live and he'd put a gun in his mouth.
The reason I ask is like, how would Ethan Ralph cope with on stream whenever he can't cuss? You know what I mean?
Wait, could you imagine if Ye's like no cussing and then he does it and he didn't take the money from Kim?
Oh shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be brutal. Oh god, that was Ethan's only L in like the past couple months.
He has had a weird arc lately, like the last 6 months or whatever. It's been weird. Like his appearance on fucking Fireball was amazing. It was like really, really good.
Ethan Ralph picked the right religion. God is on his side. Okay. Every time things look bleak and that life could not possibly get any worse, he rises to the top again. It just keeps happening. Honestly, I've learned not to bet on against Ethan Ralph.
He's like a phoenix made of shit.
He broke his chair on stream yesterday, and he's live to 3,000 people today. Like, I mean, like, how do you kill this guy? How can you kill what can't be killed? All right?
He just continues to plot along. He is the internet zombie. He's unkillable. It's fucking great. Honestly,
I wouldn't pick another fight with him.
Nah, for what? For what? What's the win? What's the win? All right, boys. It's been 2 hours. My old ass is about done. Nick, you have any other story for us here before we get out of here?
No, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest.
Yeah, we just did 2 hours of talk.
I think Keem's gonna be kind of frustrated at you, Dave, because I think the reason why he has 800 watching is
because I took 200 of some of them.
Yeah, because you took 250.
Because he's under 1,000 because of us.
Has anybody in Dave's chat tonight watched the Keemstar show? How was it?
No, they all said
it was mostly. I gotta be honest. I listened to a bit of it. It was mostly a segment on Abby.
Yeah,
that's a
Abby
real
and
big
Keem
surprise to me.
I don't know fighting.
To be honest, I'll be real with you. I understand there's like fake beef right now with me and Brantley. Well, it's not fake. I think she's really mad at me, but I don't know why. I literally I don't know why she's actually mad at me. I mean, if she was mad about me, like the joke I made saying she's 16 years old last night, I think that's fair. But she's not. She's mad that I said her show.
What did he do?
Yes, Nick Brantley's mad and Nick for the same reason why I'm off the show, because I said the show is better with me, and so did Nick. That's the root of it.
Wait a minute.
That's the root of it.
I got on that stream last night and I got called like a fucking fat, unfunny, fake, lying piece of shit.
For 2.5 hours?
And for 2.5 hours. And then I said, by the way, Keem, I don't think your show's that good. And all of a sudden he's like, okay, tomorrow we're fine. I thought the guy who loses the debate's supposed to make the cope stream.
I'm confused. Why did she get mad? Is fucking ego sexually transmitted now? I'm so confused here.
She put out a tweet that was like, Nick goes for the jugular. I can't do this. I'm blocking him. And I was like,
trying to write her in DMs being like, listen, all right, I get it. You're mad. Like, I was like trying to be calm or like write like a nice thing. She blocked me before I could say
it's also so funny. It's like Nick has been very vocal about not going on these late night streams because it's one big dick measuring contest. He said that multiple times. And then like he appears, you know, on that stream on one finally, and then it's like
exactly
the ultimate.
what I said it was going to be.
Let's get out the ruler.
It's the ultimate dick measuring competition with him and Keem.
That's all it is. To be fair, I think if you talk to Keem long enough, it's always going to turn into a dick measuring contest.
Listen, guys, all right? I think there's one important thing that I really got to stress, all right?
What's that?
At the end of the day, we've been friends for a really long time, and it's cool that me and Keemstar can argue and fight, but still be cool when the
Nick, I have a question.
Stream ends, you know?
I have a question, Nick. So this is my first time on Dead on Dave, right?
Yes.
I went to him with a proposal. I go, Dave, I will be on every single week. Every week if I take over Bo Black's
He wants me to fire Bo Blacks and replace him on Friday.
And then I'll be on every single week.
Every week I'd have him on. This magic
What do you
happen.
think? What do you think, Nick?
Oh, God. You are a shit stirrer.
I got to be honest with you, Salvo. Had we hit 500-600 viewers, I may have considered it, but we didn't. So now I got to stick with my man Bo Blacks. I got to stick with him.
Dave, since you brought up numbers, do you see the numbers when Bo Blacks goes live?
Yeah.
My defense, Edwin saying the DM wasn't woman friendly. It's okay. She didn't see it. It didn't get there in time. She blocked me before it went through.
Oh, there you go.
Dave.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dave, you like Howard Stern?
Easily.
Okay, do you like old radio?
Yes. I like the genre. Yes.
I don't like Howard Stern either, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I just broke Tommy's heart.
So you like the old genre of radio. I love the old genre of radio.
TV,
love it. I grew up on talk radio. I had a career on talk radio. So as a showrunner or the content director of a radio station, and an all-star comes to the showrunner,
right,
the producer of the show, and goes, listen, I know you're friends with the Thursday slot, but this hotshot, handsome, charismatic superstar wants to replace the unshowered, unfunny, unnormal on Thursdays.
Right, yeah.
I get that you're buddies with him, but for the sake of the show, got to do it. You understand?
Nah, Salvo, you're wrong.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. You're wrong on this one, dude. Because you could make the argument that Bo Blacks can't pull when he's alone, and I even argue with you. I don't watch his streams. But there's a but. Hold on, don't fucking start laughing yet.
I would love to know the but. I would love to know the but.
But is After Hours is better with Bo Blacks on it. You guys said it.
Agreed.
Fucking, he's back on the show. And when he's on there, the show's better.
I'm not talking about after. Okay, Nick.
He's great here.
No. But I'm saying he's good here. Him and Dave have good chemistry.
He's giving me.
Oh, congratulations, Nick. What would After Hours be better with me and Augie? Would Dead on Dave be better with me and Augie than Bo Black's guest? That's the point. That's the point, Diorio.
You need somebody who reels you in. That would make the show funnier. If you're constantly at odds with somebody who's like, no, you can't say that.
Oh, it's this argument. Okay,
that's not a valid point. That's not a valid point. You compared two things that aren't there, Diorio. That's what I'm saying.
Co-host. He's a good co-host.
Oh, he's so good. Who's better? Who's better?
As a co-host?
I didn't see the stream, to be fair.
As a co-host?
All I'm saying, I thought Nick was gonna fucking own me once again. Failed. What I'm saying is that the audience would probably enjoy a fluid conversation instead of Bo Black's not being being unable to even know what a normal conversation looks like because he's never had one.
I think the fans want Salvo Monday. That's what I think they want. They want Salvo Pancake Monday, fucking Shopper Point Tuesday, Willie Mac Wednesday, Diorio Thursday. What's that?
If it was up to me,
Black's Friday and Sassy Saturday.
If it was up to me, you guys would stream every Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and you'd call your show the Keemstar Show.
Yeah, you might as well. We'll start. We'll spell with a C.
I think that would be pretty funny. I gotta be honest.
The Keemstar Show with a C. It'd be great.
Yeah, the Keemstar Show with a C.
No, the Keemstar Show.
The Keemstar Show.
The
Killer
Keemstar.
Listen, Dave, you want to bring up, well, if you brought 500 viewers, you're also going up against Keem Show, who, for some reason, is still pulling 800.
Yes. Only pulling, some would say.
I would.
Yeah. I did.
I think it's a bad business move.
That's fair.
It's a real business proposal I have for you, and it doesn't. Bo Blacks can't quit. You have to kick him to the curb.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
I get it.
It's just that's my guy. And if I thought he sucked, I'd fire him. But I love him. I think he's great. I think he's great on the show. I think I got the most perfect fucking lineup that you, my friend, could only add to. But that's just where it adds there. That's all right. You're welcome here anytime you like in any capacity. But you can't have unless you guys fought. Now, if you killed him in 1-to-1 combat, now you can take his place. But you got to.
I'll tell you what.
You have to duel him.
You got to duel him.
Oh, that'd be so hard. Oh, I'm so nervous for him. But I'll tell you one thing. How about randomly on one of these Bo Black streams, I'll be listening for the first half, and then I'll come in for the second half, and then I'll let the chat decide what was a better.
I would love for you to come in to a Bo Black's or a Black's Friday and come on in and talk with him on the second half of the show. Absolutely.
Right. At the end of the day, it's really cool that Bo Blacks and Salvo are good enough friends that they could argue.
I hate Bo Blacks. I do not like Bo Blacks. I don't co-sign that tipster nonsense, that Kristanark nonsense, that Xylee nonsense. I disagree with that. I hate who I hate, and that's the end of it. But I would still go on streams with Bo Blacks, but I'm not going to act like I like him. He's a fraud, and he's a fake. And he is an autistic that is taking advantage of other autistic people. It's true.
Dave, Mr. Ural or Angerman has a accusation towards Salvo that he wants to bring up. Okay, so I was thinking, if the accusation is good enough, we'll keep him. But if it starts to suck, I'll just disconnect.
What is it?
Sounds good.
Let's go.
Go for it.
So your story, Salvo, it's not really. It's more of a critique. Your story gave me about the school shooting Twitter thing. Gave me a massive. I think it's very similar to a story that Turkey Tom once made a video on.
Yeah, I saw that in the chat. People were saying you were telling the same story as Turkey Tom. I did see that.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. I was like, I spoke to a friend of mine in one of the other Discords and said, it sounds awfully like a Turkey Tom video, and I like because that's what I want.
All right, Salvo, what do you?
Angerman.
This is not a criticism of you, Salvo.
No, it sounds like an accusation to me.
Oh, it says a straight up accusation.
Yeah, it sounds like you're accusing him.
Your charge, buddy.
Don't be a pussy. Don't fold like a lawn chair.
Angerman. What would make you sleep at night if I could provide evidence of that? Do you want me to bring the superintendent? Do you want to talk to my mom?
No. I'm just saying this.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot.
Okay. Listen, I mean, I'm starting to look at you with a very scowl look on my face. One, because you're jumping Discord calls, talking about conversations happening on streams. Weird. And two, with all due respect to Turkey Tom, I ain't watching Turkey Tom. You know what I mean?
Does he look like a Turkey Tom demographic? Does he look like Turkey Tom's demo to you?
It's like Angerman. I am interested to hear even what Turkey Tom's story is. So what's the story that you think I lifted from Turkey Tom?
I can't remember the video myself.
Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, got it.
Because the thing with a lot of his videos, what's the word? The titles of his videos don't match the actual topic of conversation. I imagine I'm
So
I think
here's
that's
what
you're
I
looking for is
think.
clickbait.
I think the first thing you should do is you find your way out of the 1940s where you're recording this from, and then after you do
That is so disrespectful, Anger Man. You like I tell a beautiful, real, authentic story. I monologue it for how long? And your dumbass with a bullshit mic jumping from Discord to Discord comes in and goes, "You stole it." It's disrespect.
I'm not saying you
it's
stole it.
disrespect.
I'm not saying you stole it. This isn't an accusation.
What are you talking about? It's absolutely
own up to it. I'm just saying it gave me deja vu. I just want to bring
Man,
it.
you literally said in the chat, "Can I speak?" Because I have an accusation.
That's crazy. What is the Turkey Tom story? What is the Turkey Tom story? What is it? What is it?
I'm remembering it now. Right? He made an accusation. He made a video saying he made a joke on Twitter about feeling depressed and doing something like.
I'm
like
feeling
school
fucking
shooting.
depressed.
Don't worry.
I have a suggestion.
Anger Man, are you autistic?
Yes.
Mildly.
He is.
Yes.
You are okay. Okay, explains it.
Yes.
You're okay.
Absolutely is. What was that, Riveter?
So I have a suggestion, Anger Man. So what you need to do is go and research Turkey Tom's videos, find that segment, come back over here, clip out that segment where Salvo was telling the story, make a video and expose Salvo.
There you
Salvo
go.
loves
Crazy.
exposure. And there you go. And then you make a name for yourself. Everybody's a winner.
There you go.
And then, go ahead and do that, Anger Man, and then I'll bring the assistant principal, the principal, the school resource officer, people who had to unlike and unretweet my tweet, the kid that I accused of being the school shooter, my mom, and the school resource officer fucking scent dog. I'll bring them all in.
You can get them all. You can get the dog too. That's impressive.
I can get them all.
Dogs
in.
are hard to book.
I can get them all in.
That's.
Anything to say for yourself, Anger Man?
I muted him again. He annoyed me.
Oh wait, no.
Go ahead, Anger Man. Do you have anything else to say?
I have ADHD, autism.
Yay! All right, get out of here. That's all you get. Salvo, that's gonna do it, man. I can't thank you enough. Fantastic. Tell the kids where they can find you, what you're doing currently, and all that final jargon.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live tonight at 10:30 on YouTube.com/@TeddyFresh and Riveter, are you interrupting me right now?
He is.
I didn't want to. I swear to God, I didn't want to.
I did though.
But
You're allowed.
One of your viewers, one of your supporters, Christina Vina.
That's one.
That's
It's one of ours. That's Christina
One of ours.
Vina,
I'm sorry.
baby.
I'm sorry. I apologize. She has DM'd me the Turkey Tom video in question.
Let's play it. Let's play it.
So, hang on a second. I'll pull it up.
Thank you, Christina.
You couldn't let me end the show, huh, Riveter? No. All right. Not gonna let me-
Dave's got to go lay down and close his eyes.
I'm
right
fucking
now. He's
old,
tired.
man. I'm exhausted. I'm fucking old. Jesus.
Okay,
Do not try any part of this video at home. Please, I am begging you, do not replicate what I did here. Okay, on with the video. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Tom Dark channel. I'm your host, Tom Dark, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you the story of the time that the FBI came to my house. A nice break from destroying nerds, okay? A nice break from destroying dorks on YouTube.com, alright? So this story goes back to my senior year of high school. I think it's been about 2 years now. It was like September of 2019, and it was right at the start of my senior year, so it was definitely a great way to begin the school year, you know, with the FBI coming to my house. And at this point, I was working at a restaurant, which will become important later because it's part of the story. So my Twitter, @TurkeyTom, had been suspended previously for saying something not that bad. Okay, it was kind of bad. In my defense, okay, in the tweet I was talking about another YouTuber named Madame, I don't even know. But she was basically like a massive weirdo and crazy person, and so I was communicating my extreme distaste in her existence with that
2x
very
speed, Ribby.
sincere
2x speed.
statement.
Let's go.
Sorry,
Come
I
on,
should say.
2x speed.
Okay.
21 minutes long.
Come on, Jesus.
I know.
Christ.
Look, they didn't give me the timestamp or anything. They just said, here's the
Christina
video.
Vina, you got to step it up,
This
girl.
is take your own
statement.
fucking advice. Do the research and then come strong, motherfucker. God damn. Play 2 times speed.
My reason.
The feelings were sincere. The statement was not sincere. Okay, I can't explain myself. It was just a dumb statement. Okay, it was a dumb joke. So I got suspended on Twitter, and basically I was just active on all these weird little alt accounts where I was just tweeting bullshit. I probably had like
Can't
10
even
different alt accounts at this time with
understand it
variations of
2
like
times.
Turkey Tom alt Turkey Tom, chicken Chad, chicken Chungus, chicken cream cheese. I don't fucking know. All this dumb shit. Honestly, I wasn't even making a lot of videos at this point. I was kind of lazy, and not gonna lie, I was kind of depressed at this point in my life. Okay, things weren't going that well for me. I was spending way too much time on Discord, but it
All
can't.
right.
Go
Listen.
forward.
Transcript it.
Come on, man.
Someone bottom line it, please.
Okay.
I'm fucking ripping this button. Jump to the
I
middle
saw
of
that
it or
ribbon.
something. What did you do? Oh,
No, I didn't mean to report it. I don't think it did. I hope it did. I swear to God. I hope it-
Christina Vinny
Oh.
says 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Thank you, Christina.
Thank you.
Thank you, Slump, for the
thank you.
10.
Anger man, look what you did. Look what you did, Anger man. Nice job. Play it.
Click the report.
But that's not what I did, okay? I decided to do the most dumb, the most stupid thing I could have done in this situation. I decided to tweet it out with the caption, second day of senior year, current mood. Like, I don't know why I did this. Looking back, it was very foolish of me. That one probably should have stayed in the drafts. And it's not because I think the humor is like way over the top or something, but genuinely, like, if you're anyone looking at this from the outside, like, if you don't understand that, you may not even think this is a joke. You may think this is like a sincere statement of my beliefs. And in the past, people like Nicholas Cruz, who was involved in the shooting in Florida, for those of you who don't know, he made a bunch of jokes like that. And like, you know, a lot of criminals will be involved in joking about mass atrocities. So I don't even blame anyone who saw it and was like, you know, maybe this is real, maybe this could be real. So I tweeted this picture out saying, second day of senior year, current mood, very stupidly. I tweeted out in study hall and all of my teenage angst and, you know, whatever. I thought it was a funny joke at the time. If it isn't obvious, maybe I need to say it here, but no, I never wanted to actually take a gun to school or cause any harm to anyone. But I made a very, very, very edgy joke. And honestly, I didn't think much of it. I made the tweet. I went to my next class.
Story's not similar at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this real fucking clear right here.
Thank you.
This story has nothing.
Okay.
I got a feeling there's a binder reference, and that's what people are sticking to. Because this is retarded. There's
People,
nothing.
it's one autistic Discordian dude.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We had a couple people drop links. And shit. There's nothing.
Angerman, bro, listen, you need a second guess everything you ever do online now after that. Thank you.
What do you mean my bong placement was sketchy? Fuck you. That was a good fucking rip. Eat my ass. I blow it out the window. Suck my balls. Motherfucker. How dare they? All right. I'm not being derailed from ending my goddamn show this time. It's happening. This is fucking real. It's go time. Salvo,
Well, Dave, there's some breaking news
I'm
right
gonna
now.
fucking
No, I'm just
stab you
kidding.
in the knee. I'm gonna stab you in your fucking phantom foot. That's what I'm gonna do.
Do it.
Thank you guys, Salvo. Honestly, have a great show tonight. I really appreciate it.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get the plug properly.
Oh, well, plug properly. Get it in there.
Thank you, Dave.
Nice and deep.
So guys, you know, I caused a little bit of mess on YouTube.com and on Twitter.com, and I'm here to, you know, kind of, you know, sweep it all up tonight. You know, I didn't pay a woman on Fireball supposedly, and now it got back to the whole woman versus men in commentary.
Created
So
a gender
tonight,
war.
guys, yeah, I started a gender war.
Good job,
Oh
Sal.
no. So tonight on youtube.com/@TeddyFresh, I will be holding the woman on YouTube award show tonight. And we'll be going through very systematically, very funnily, all the women on YouTube, from Paige Christie to Philip DeFranco's lipless, eggless wife, to Keela Klein, to the Women of the H3 podcast, to commentators, Ember Lily, Jessica Pizzle, and, you know, anywhere in between. It is a woman-focused show tonight.
Oh, boy.
You know, it's going to be very fun, you know, and it's all happening over at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on youtube.com/@TeddyFresh.
Hour and 15 minutes from now, kids. Get in there. Salvo, fucking pleasure, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
I did want to say one thing. It's
Thank you.
ironic that Salvo's doing an award show, because Now Recording has an award show of their own, maybe. Keep an eye out. You stole it? Did we
I
tell
stole
you?
the idea.
It's all right.
I hacked.
You hacked, you stole. That's two things. That's all right.
December 12th. Look out for December 12th. More news upcoming soon.
Very mysterious December 12th plug from
Yes.
MattPitt. Thank you. Is there anything mysterious, PeePaw? You got a plug too. Go ahead, Salvo. I'm sorry.
I gotta say one more thing. Tipster tonight, because last Breakland, Tipster forgot about his wife. Tipster's wife is a big fan of Breakland, and well, she is big.
Don't keep going. No, you were fine.
But she's a big fan of Breakland, and I want to make sure that he doesn't forget to wheelchair her in front of the TV tonight, because last Breakland he forgot about her, and usually he keeps her facing the wall in the corner of the room, and she got really pissed off at him last time. So tipster buddy, make sure you wheelchair your wife in front of the TV
Salvo.
properly tonight at 10:30. Thanks.
Thank you, Salvo. Great job. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, let me get out of here. Oh wait, fucking, there's Edwin. We got to take Edwin real quick. This is the never-ending goddamn
Bring him
show.
in.
Edwin, what
come
do you
on
got,
in.
real quick, man? Or not?
Edwin
going once. Got to unmute
No, he's
yourself.
he's gonna unmute. Give him
Oh, wait,
time.
this
Give him time.
This might be on our end. Hold on.
Yeah, I
you
had
go.
no voice there.
Yeah,
I was
no, I had to do it
suppressed, so-
twice. You're good. You're not suppressed. How you doing, Edwin?
Thank you. I hate to call in when you were ending, but I thought screw it. I just want to get some
Shoot your shot,
thought
baby.
here. Because last night I hosted a really long stream, and at one point Salvo called in and also Nick called in, and then tonight I heard the same interaction between the two, and I've seen a lot of contention between the two, like on Twitter or maybe each other's shows
it's
when
hot.
they're on their own. But every time like they interact together, it's like kind of magical. Like, does anybody else see that? Like, was it not?
Absolutely. They probably want to have some sort of sex, though, to be fair.
I mean, it makes sense. Like the
does
tension
make
when they're
sense.
apart builds up, and then we see them together, and it's magical. So I just want to make sure people take note of that. I want to put a
I
pin
don't
on it. I
think
want to make a public
Salvo
invitation.
could deal with Nick because he's fat, and Salvo's problem with fat people. If he can't deal with a fat woman, he won't be able to deal with a fat man fucking him.
So then, but I think it's mutual with Nick as well. So what's Nick's issue with Salvo then? Let's diagnose that one.
Yeah, he clearly had, or if not has, an issue with Salvo, but Salvo's issue with Nick stems from Nick treating me like a Jessica Pizzle back in January, right? And I don't like that. But I've always said it. Nick and I, in certain aspects, we're a lot alike.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to extend a public invitation to Nick Diorio to join at some point in the day on Wednesday, because me and Salvo are going to have a show together, physically together. So Nick, join us.
Yeah.
there you go.
Edwin, you're touching down in Ohio tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Tomorrow night, you going to pick me up from the airport, yeah?
I'm going to pick you up from the airport, and we're going to come back. What time are you landing tomorrow?
Midnight.
You're landing at midnight. Do you want to go live when you come back at midnight?
You could do an IRL, bro. We could
Yeah, from the airport. There you go.
Let's do that. Let's do an IRL. I'll fire up the IRL stream. I'll come pick you up from the airport. Maybe you're hungry. We'll go get a grab, but I'll fire up IRL. Picking Edwin up from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport.
I like it. I like this. I like people fucking coming together and doing shit together like this. Flying
And you know
doing
what?
it. I love it.
Also, Dave, I understand and I respect your position on not wanting to drop Boblax, and I also think there's a silver lining in that Salvo is willing to dedicate his time to you. Like that, there's like compliments all around with this,
This is the place to be. I mean, is there any place better than the Copious Kingdom? I haven't found it.
You host a great show. See, because you can balance the great energy that is Salvo Pancakes, and you can also have empathy for Boblax. I love it.
Yeah, well, I mean, because I can't be picky. When you look and are the type of person that I am, you just hope that people come around, man. You don't fucking get
I've been
picky.
listening to you. I watched a lot of your stream the other day with I don't remember the woman's name, but you're talking about what you've overcome, and don't be so hard on yourself. You're an overachiever throughout life, and
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
Keep it up.
It's you just got to keep going. No matter what happens, you just keep on doing shit and laugh. Fucking everything's
Hell
funny.
yeah.
It's all fucking retarded and just funny. Just keep going. I appreciate
See?
that, Evan.
That's beautiful, and this is why we like Dave, guys. This is amazing.
We
love
like
the fact-
Dave.
We're in the
I
fucking beat-off
saw,
hat, baby.
Yeah, I saw a picture of Dave on Twitter. You were so fat.
That picture Tommy shared that video. That was from like 2016, 2015. I was about 420 in that picture. My max was
smoke.
525 was my max. Bedridden 3 years. I was on 3 different types of morphine, Percocet, Vicodin, same time, whole bunch of other stuff. About 40 pills a fucking day. Bedridden. Don't even remember those times. Woke up fucking 525 pounds. It's fucked up.
Why were you bedridden?
I got hurt in Iraq.
Oh,
and
my Lord.
fucking had a spinal cord stimulator implanted in me in 2008. And that, because I was having so much pain, it was curling me up in a ball. I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't function. So they put this thing in me to control the pain.
You were able to overcome it. Not only that, but like it's like when you came back from Iraq, like that's such a we can't fault that, It's not like a tipster kind of story. Like you've come so far.
Damn.
True.
Damn. There was a nice knife at the back of that compliment, Edwin.
Well, here's one thing. One person fought for our country, came back, had to be unfortunately bedridden. The other person went from a cool-looking dude to a fat ass for no reason.
Everyone's got their journeys. Everyone's got their
He's
journeys.
so fat. And it's like, it's a fat where like it's disgusting. Some fatties hold it kind of okay. Tipster is like a fatty that is not a good looking fatty. His face is fat. His hands are fat. His arms are fat. If you go to Presley's Twitter account, by the way, she posted a meme of where Tipster, I'm not even kidding, this is literally not a joke, his arm is elbow deep in a Doritos bag. Live on stream.
Literally almost.
Bro,
Doritos are good though. Why? What's wrong?
Elbow deep. He's elbow deep in a Doritos bag. It's absurd. So it's like he is he's a monstrosity. He acts like a monstrosity, and then it's like he's eating like
Christina
that. It's
Vina
gross.
said it was sun chips.
Sun
the
chips.
family size.
Sun
Like,
chips
that's the
are
whole
good.
thing. Family size.
Oh, when the chips get low, you got to put your arm in.
You got to
there
put
get
your arm
some,
on. What do you do? You fucking
Not on
you pour the
camera.
bag?
I can do it. I can do it. Edwin can do it because we are young. We are good looking. But Tipster looks like that, and he's elbow deep in a Sun Chips bag. Is like, please.
It's hard to
please
do
have
when
some
you're
dignity.
fat.
You really have to see the picture to understand though, because
We're
like,
not
one
seeing
thing,
the picture. You guys are fucked up.
the bag
Pull
is
the
covering
picture.
the entire arm.
Riveter, pull up the picture. You can find it.
You guys are evil.
And here's
Presley-
something else, because before we talked about this whole thing, you know, Nicholas
Wait,
Dior
the
is
people are asking for it.
obesity.
Nixie Nax, baby. Woo! Say the name. I don't even know why, but that's my fucking top mod right there. I'll say the goddamn name. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got distracted.
No, I was just talking about how, you know, it's we were talking about Nick's obesity, and here's the thing. At least like Nick's got like over a decade to get to Tipster's level. I'm you know, Tipster's got to work on it. He's in his like 36, late mid 30s, you know.
It's never too late though. It's never too late.
It's
True.
Presley in the chat goes, his arm was as wide as the family size Sun Chip bag. Think about that, guys. We've all ate a whole bag of chips before. We've all seen a bag of chip. You're in a grocery store or you're in your pantry. Think of a family size bag of chips, right? You pull on it, it opens, and then think about how wide the mouth is. Think about how wide the mouth is. He had his arm in the bag, elbow deep, and it was like an NBA shooting sleeve on him. It was skin tight.
Yeah, you two need to get in some like sort of razzling match. I'd like to see that. That'd be a lot of fun. Jeez.
It's crazy.
No,
I've
we're
got
not.
the video.
Yeah, we're pulling
We
it
need
up.
to
You're
pull it
pulling
up.
it up.
We need to pull it up. We need to
Riveter.
pull it up.
Oh my god.
We need to pull it up. We need to pull it
I
up.
thought you weren't pulling it up out of principle. I gotta fucking pull it up.
Dave, you got it out. Riveter pulled it up.
Pull it. Yeah, I was trying to stop. Go
All
ahead.
right, you ready?
Yeah,
Here's the
play it.
video.
Did the one from Faye not show up on the screen? Yay, another stream. My birthday was last week. Could I request a happy birthday from you? Happy birthday, Faggots. Wait, are you making me say a bad word? Hold on, what the fuck?
This isn't it.
Yeah, no, that's it. That was
Okay.
good. That was a good video.
Okay.
That was perfect.
Okay, and look, this is what I mean. You know,
You got tricked.
Nick Diorio gives mixed
That's a
signals
great
to
video.
people. He doesn't just do this trouble. He does it to me too.
Nah, it was great. I don't know what happened, Edwin.
But
It's
that's
fine.
not what we wanted to pull up. But
Well, I guess you
see
guys
where
will
we
have to
stand
go
with
over it. It's all right, Edwin. I
No,
appreciate you.
Dave, it's common courtesy as a host to give context to the chat. Seriously,
I think they know it.
Presley, what is your Twitter, Riveter? What is your Twitter?
Don't harass my guy, you dickhead.
It's at Riveter.
At Riveter.
Hey, you know what? I just wanted to say something. I for one appreciated Edwin singing to Faye. She's a staple over at the Clear as Mud podcast. She donates to us all the time. I love her, and it just blessed my heart as an old Southern man to hear him sing so lovely to Auntie Faye.
Yeah, but you still have to pull up the fucking river. I know.
No, he's not doing it.
I know.
He's not doing it. I love it.
I know. There's a couple S&T members in here. Presley, the comedy curator, can you tweet at Riveter any
That's acceptable.
image or video of Tipster's arm, elbow deep, skin tight, in the Sun Chips bag? We need to see that. Presley, the comedy curator, please do that for me. Thank you.
Show the goddamn thing so we can end the fucking show. Christ on a cracker.
We need the
Just show
context.
the fucking thing.
It's a crazy sight. It's a ridiculous sight.
Now I kind of want to see it. Show the
Yes.
fucking picture.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yes.
I swear to
Okay,
God,
here.
what the fuck is going on in the chat tonight? Y'all are fucking insane. Show the picture. Let's be done here.
We need the picture.
It's gonna take about 10 minutes.
We're not waiting 10 more fucking minutes.
Well, it's Riveter, so what are we gonna do?
All right, here we go. I got
Matt.
it. There you go.
Yes.
Matt, do you have like Presley's Twitter bookmarked?
I think
you can probably find it pretty.
Good one. Good one.
Well, here's the one that Salvo tweeted out. Does that work?
Just fucking just give me something, Riveter. I swear to God, or get me a loaded gun.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Here.
There.
I didn't
Okay.
have it
Great.
pulled up.
There it
I
is.
apologize.
Fantastic.
Look at that. Look at that
That's
and
great.
tell me that I said any. Can you click on the image,
Look at
Riveter?
a
So we can
small
get the
bag. Doesn't look like a family
full screen.
bag.
No, Tipster's that big.
Look like a small bag. That's not a big.
Look at that. Look. No, that is family size. He is elbow
He's
deep,
lost weight
skin
too,
tight.
I think, too. To be
He
fair.
is elbow deep and skin fucking tight in that.
You're
sunset
asking
bag. He is-
Riveter, who's a fellow fatty, to fucking turn on his fellow fatty. It's not nice, you know. You don't even
No.
consider.
No. Here's my whole point.
I'm a
Here's my
former
whole
fatty.
point.
I got
No.
folds.
No, here's my whole point. Riveter is fat. It is correct.
He is.
But it looks good on him.
He
That's
does.
my whole point.
He's old. He's distinguished. Distinguishing fat is okay. It works.
Oh, okay.
It works. All right. Thank you, Salvo, you fucking lunatic. I appreciate you. Thank you, Edwin. Appreciate
Thank you.
You guys have a good night. I'm going to talk to the Mushpuffs. Have a good one. Oh, that was not words. That was not words at all. Hope you guys enjoyed the fucking fantastic night. We had salvo pancakes. It was fucking great. We had all the wondrousness. Wait. Riveter, did I fucking did I let you plug?
Check out Now Recording on Toxic
And
Piplup's channel.
MattPitt, plug.
Yeah. Check out Now Recording on Toxic Piplup's channel. We got something special coming December 12th. And yeah, we just did a recording. I ranted about Jessica Pizzle. That should be coming out soon.
Okay.
Go ahead, Riveter.
You can check me out every morning at it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern Standard on at Riveter. I'm doing a morning breakdown of the previous night's drama. So
There you go. You got to check out. And you know he's going to be talking about tomorrow. And there's a very good chance that I get bored and decide to go on. You just never know. I might be circling the drain. Thank you, boys. Appreciate you both. Good job tonight.
Yep.
Hello. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'd say amazing show. Yeah, this one was a fun one and a weird one for me because I wasn't exactly sure what way we were going to go with it. It wasn't really designed to be an interview. It was designed to be a show. It ended up being more of an interview, and it turned into this is what this show does. I couldn't be happier. Thank you guys. You're awesome, incredible. Let's get the fuck out of here and get your pieces ready. One more rip on the other side. One more rip. You want one more rip? We need to have one more rip. What you smoking on? Let's go. Let's fucking go. Real talk. Take us home. Let's get it poppin'. Get up and dance, bitches.
Team Elijah Wan, but I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night, so I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. Feel like I'm Alexander's prodigy. Fuck your death threats, them niggas always talking honorary. The Pentagon the same, they trying to mold us into pottery. But even if I die, my lyrics still a living history. You mean they treat us like we pawns and we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan? I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's life, I ask her cost a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist. This shit will never change, I'ma go out with her. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up my superstition, say the government for scheming. Here we go. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up my superstition, say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Flying in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Akeem Elijah Wan. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Da-da-da.
Good little J Philly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new world. You dig?
We always dig. I mean, that's really everything I could have wanted and more. And by the way, we have a new member to the Bong family. I think I'm going to rip from this. This is a cute little one. I picked this one up today because I had ganja on me, but I needed a piece. I had nothing to smoke it out of. I had nothing. So I picked this up. I actually got it at a good price. It's a nice little piece. It's a good bone. Does the job. Gets it going. Gets it floppy. I hope you guys had fun tonight. Salvo was absolutely incredible, I think. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you got a little perspective that maybe you haven't gotten before. I think that was a good one. Just can't be happier. Tomorrow we start back up over at the Whatnot app. Will be from Pawn Nation. If you guys are looking for cards, collectibles, comic books, video games, really anything, coins, jewelry even, we sell it all live on the Whatnot app every single day. And we're going to be building boxes, bundle boxes, and doing a special card pull. We're going to be doing $1, $5, and $10 pull boxes. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. So I appreciate you. And apparently we are Nixie, and I'm okay with that because Nixie is the cream of the crop, the tip of the top, too sweet to be sour. You know, the Tower of Power. All right. Oh, yeah. Snap into the madness. All right. I got nothing left. Let's fucking go. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talent.